right. Let us know when we're live.
We're live.
We're live right
We are
now.
Yeah.
live. Oh, well, good
We're
to
live right
know.
now?
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're live
Yeah.
right now.
No, fuck, I didn't
Katie,
study.
aren't we? Aren't we, Katie?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are so professional.
Right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Shit.
Right this second. You and me?
Oh my
The red
god.
light is on.
Yes.
Shit.
Alina,
Red
Oh my
light is
god.
on.
The recording booth is
I
evil.
I
Bro,
have
what
the
are we gonna
power
do?
to kill everything you love in this campaign. I swear to God.
Well, the first step to that is knowing what I actually love.
Joke's on you, Gunter. I'm in it to
Um.
die.
Well, damn. Well.
You
Okay.
see, stumped him. Stumped him.
Stumped
He
him.
can't hurt us now. There we go.
That's why I believe you as the last survivor, so you're
You can't
rapidly killed.
you can't cut off you can't cut
That
off
was
the head of
actually
the
pretty
snake if
good.
the snake decapitates itself, baby.
Can't kill me if I kill myself first, bitch.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Gunter, take it away.
Come back.
Respectfully. Respectfully, Gunter, take the reins.
Twitch, if you decide to cancel us, I'm not going to say you're right, but I will understand.
Ooh, cancel
All
me.
right.
Cancel me.
Ooh woo.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh
wow.
woo.
All right. So, when we last left off in Journey to Midnight, you all were in an inn, so to speak. You were in. And we had several dreamwalking sessions.
Boy, did
We
we.
And
did.
I am going to let Giuseppe Von Mar, the man, the myth, the legend, who's James Bond, never heard of him, recap for us. Take it away, Mr. Von Mar.
The campfire song. Horseback montage. I'm crying about Ray and Yume, and I am eating a salad. His dad got eaten by a gator. Holy fucking shit, dude. He turned it into the suit. Fuck. Crying. Aw, Miss Evangeline, ma'am. The people we lose don't truly leave, but they live in the memories they make. Evangeline and ... Louis. We don't get to choose how we lose someone. Do me a favor and live. Find your Evangeline. Yekaterina's sad backstory too, also purple. Giuseppe tells a little bit of story, but is still kind of cagey about it. Hoo boy, he's from the Bigger Apple. Uh-oh, roll perception. We are for sure being watched. In the distance, there is a creature on all fours. No eyes. Big fucking teeth. Clammy skin. The vibes from this thing is fucking horrible, dude. It has the same vibes as Kreutzfeld's dream, and that's not good. It's fucking following us, but won't attack if we're in a group. The sun has set. The moon is full. Gunter is screaming in the distance, and it's not a dog. We are, we are screaming back at them, but Ray can't tell what the screams mean. The setting up camp. Lady has the idea to take shifts. She wants to hunt the things that aren't dogs, and we are trying to stop her. The tree said no. Sorry, not today. Giuseppe Conan taste closed reveal. The folks on watch later are seeing the creatures again. Oh, spooky. They seem to be scared of the axe. Good morning, everyone. Good God. Something has been sucking the life out of the trees. Those beyond life and death. Scary. The trees are just fading away. We are going to get out of these fucked up woods. Villages along the way seem to be in desperate situations. There's a literal civil war going on. Well, we've been playing Bobby Horse Adventures, and there's a surf rebellion going on in Nordland. Also, there's cannon fire. We're staying in it in. At last, some good old-fashioned D&D. Vampire Hilton rewards card. Gerard's mental propriety gymnastics. If the widower and the married man sleep together, then God won't get mad at us. Yume's gonna dream walk. Giuseppe wipes dream, and then also shadow fake your dream. Uh-oh, lady's door. Screaming, whoops. Uh-oh, lady's door. Dream walking part 2. Baby lady. Ooh, Phillipe. Ivana is her name. Hee hee, hoo hoo. A courtyard scene. Peasants being led up to the castle. His dad is involved, and bad things are happening. What good does fear have for us here? Phillipe runs. A door appears. Yume doesn't want to see what happens and is panicking. Yume tries to get back to her door, but picks the wrong one. Springtime garden. It's Yekaterina's dream with the Durhan nobles. Oop, scene change. Throne room, blood hall. She's getting standard only child exploitation speech. Kind of a bummer, to be honest. The axe, the armor, the crown. Scene changes again, and now the pace is full. Now the space is full of common people. It is your duty to help the people. Our power is not free. Throne seems trepidatious, but not ominous. Yekaterina sits down, and the dream fades. Oh lord, okay, back in the flesh realm. Sarah, Sarah does the biggest sneeze we've ever heard. You
I
may,
forgot I did that. Thank you for taking
Oh
note
my
of it.
god.
yeah, you may ask Yekaterina why she wants this. Have you ever done something not because you want to, but because you feel you need to? Says some of the sickest shit in the history of vampire kind. It's not about what we want, is it? Story about Ekaterina growing up and seeing the cruelty of serfdom. Lady has just been witnessing all this. Yume's dead parent backstory. Oh god, we're in it now, folks. The girls are gonna team up. And that was last time on Journey to Midnight.
I
I
had
hope most of
forgotten.
that meant something to all of you.
That actually meant everything to me.
I
I'm
was
back
able
where
to
I'm
follow
supposed to be.
all of that.
Oh great, awesome.
God.
Alina, we
I
actively depend on you to keep this campaign going sometimes. That's
You
really
are the
fucking
only
funny.
thing giving us a record of what we do.
The rest of
Re-
us are bad players and don't take notes. But
No, it's fine. I'm a professional
I
archivist and I don't remember shit, so.
damn felt though. I had forgotten that lady was just laying there awake, wide-eyed,
Yeah.
listening
She's
to
just
that
laying there.
conversation.
she's just laying
God,
there
She looked like that
menacingly.
reaction image
you
of
didn't mess
the
with me.
guy from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, like lying and staring at the ceiling. That's what he
Yeah,
looked like. That's what she looked
Oh
like.
my
that's what
god.
she looked like.
All right. You can tell I'm professional because I accidentally X'd out of my notes.
Oh, it's okay.
Good
All
work.
right.
Oh no!
So,
Fuck them notes.
damn, when we had last left off, you had all had that wonderful night that Elena just described to us, and some of you didn't get much sleep at all. But you know you got places to be, so it's time to head up and roll out. It's like the last day at the beach.
Oh
Yeah,
man, that's such a specific energy. We gotta get going.
I know that energy.
yeah,
It's a hectic energy.
Yeah. Um.
yeah.
So you all here. You've all woken up. How quickly are you gonna head out? Are you gonna take time for breakfast? Are you gonna fucking bus? Are you?
I think Giuseppe at least needs a coffee. He had some wild ass dreams last night.
I hope
Sorry.
Giuseppe's having a coffee.
I think Gerard is willing, of course, to tolerate whatever the group decides to do. However, he is antsy and ready to go probably long before anyone else is.
Lady's
All right.
taking her sweet ass time because what the fuck was that conversation last night?
Oh my god.
Hey, wait,
She's
question
taking her
though.
sweet Yeah.
Gerard and Giuseppe did share a bed.
Yeah,
Can we roll to see if they ended up accidentally spooning?
absolutely.
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah,
Okay,
is that
great.
a roll for me or a
Uh,
roll for you?
it's a
I
roll
feel like
here.
Gerard would be able to
Here,
handle it. I feel like
here.
Giuseppe rolls around.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to say.
Okay, great.
You are both going to roll, and the result of your rolls will determine who was the little spoon.
Oh,
Great.
great. So either way, it happens. Okay.
Great,
Either
great, great,
way,
great.
it happens.
Okay.
Either
And
way, it
roll 20.
happens.
I'm gonna roll. Oh, Giuseppe got a crit 1. That's a critical failure from Giuseppe on the spoon roll.
On the
I
spoon.
am not logged into Roll20 because I logged into everything else except for that
Oh, that's
puppy
fine.
beep 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 beep.
Listen.
Okay, I think the crit one should decide everything that's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
Is
You
it hard
gotta
on
you
him?
gotta roll two. You gotta roll two.
Okay.
God, what if we both roll a crit 1? What happens?
Then it's something really funny happens, duh.
That's
Then
true.
then you guys kiss, obviously.
Oh no.
He's
If
married! I can't be
I'm
a
gonna say
part of infidelity.
if it's a crit one for both of you, you have accidentally ended up in the 69 position.
Oh my
That's what
god.
Okay,
I'm
so
going
like
to
his face is just near his balls. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. You ever woken up from a sleepover like that?
Yeah. I
I
feel like
have.
some people, I feel like there are for sure some like, if we're going back to the metaphor of teen boys on a band trip, they're like, oh, we'll sleep like head to feet and then it's less gay.
Then it's less gay, and it's like,
And it's
all
not.
right, boys.
All
Sure
right.
All
it
right,
is.
boys.
Oh, sorry. I've been like, I got a 14. What does that mean?
That means Gerard is the big spoon.
Okay, Gerard is a big spoon. Congratulations. I feel like he's taller than Giuseppe, so like,
Yeah.
otherwise it would have been sort of like a jetpack situation.
hmm I think Giuseppe cracks open his golden eye specifically, kind of
We're keeping it
kind
light.
of looks over at Gerard and goes, "I feel so safe. You wanna
Ger-
you wanna you wanna get off of me there, kid?"
yeah. Oh my god. 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 I'm so sorry. I'm
No,
so
no,
sorry.
don't apologize. Hey,
No.
Gerard.
This is
No,
weird. I'm
Gerard.
so sorry.
Gerard,
You're
look at me.
married, and
Gerard.
this.
Gerard, look at me.
Okay. I'm looking at you.
My wife's gonna think this is so goddamn funny.
Please don't tell your wife. Okay, fine.
No, to
I
be
think it's
fine. You
probably
want some
better if I tell you.
coffee?
You
Yeah.
want some coffee?
How do you
You want
let
some
it happen?
coffee?
Did you wake up like that
What?
with coffee? Just do you have it?
No, I mean I don't have it on me. Do you
Oh,
want me to
okay.
mix?
I think let's go do that. Coffee time. And he stands up. He
Oh
stands
no,
up in
I've
his
been
little
sleep
like
brewing again.
Sleep brewing.
sleep. I think Giuseppe is the type of guy who definitely takes Ambien.
Giuseppe just
hmm
comes with a built-in delay brew.
He
Yeah.
is
Have you
that
tried
toast that's
mixing
like,
shots
my
of
wife
vodka
is soft
with
and I love
Ambien?
her.
Oh, my
Oh my
wife is
god.
soft. My wife is home.
Oh my god.
Have you
We can
tried
take
Yeah,
mixing
messages
shots
from the
of
screen.
vodka with Ambien?
I
Oh,
have.
right. So, you both wake up and have your little fun cuddle time.
hmm
Mhm.
I'm assuming after you disentangle yourself, you make your way down to the inn's cafeteria, kitchen. I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. You get down there. Yekaterina is already there, sipping on a wine glass of blood for her breakfast.
Yume would probably be
You
with her.
Lady and Ray as elves, I would allow to be could probably be here earlier than anyone else just because they're elves.
Except
Yeah.
Lady is avoiding an awkward moment, so she's letting the vampires leave first.
Oh my god. Yeah.
She's
Oh
going
my
to
god.
pretend that she had such a great little nap and great sleep, and she was definitely not awake through that.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
uh, I'm not gonna go too into detail. You guys have your breakfast. Giuseppe has his post spoon coffee.
Roll to
You
see how
all
tasty your
drink.
breakfast was.
Roll to see how tasty. Sure, if you want.
No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna make you do that, but like, you're
No, I'm
volunteering.
I'm I'm
I know.
kidding.
I know. I'm kidding too, Alyssa.
It was a joke.
Anyway, before I kill you, you
You can
all finish your
try.
breakfast and you pack up and head out. You're back on the road, baby.
Heck yeah.
By this point in your travels, you had gotten fairly close to the border, so after it's not even a full day of travel before you are stopped by sentries wearing familiar colors.
Oh, thank God.
Home team, baby.
Home team.
Who goes there?
Fuck, are they supposed to know who we are? We're not
Uh,
famous yet. Never mind. Uh, we're we're headed. Hey, Gunter. Where do we
Yeah.
live?
Mazov.
Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to say the wrong
The absolutely exhausted Mazov.
Oh my god.
thing.
Sorry, I sleepy tonight.
No, you're good.
The
Like I'm
soldier,
Gucci. I'm just
the
sleepy.
sergeant on duty. Here's the thing: you're not approaching a border checkpoint. You are approaching a picket for the army
Hmm.
that you've been gathering intelligence for, so it can invade Nordland more effectively.
Okay, so they
I was informed some of you had forgotten about this. Um, the sergeant on duty takes a he he squints at you for a moment. Well, obviously you're headed towards Mazov, but what? And then he stops and he recognizes several of you because you are all very distinct.
none of us are dressed to go to the same place.
Nope.
Fun fact: the sergeant on duty is the same one that Ray tried to seduce.
Oh my god. Hey, can they please have a moment? Meet cute.
I'm
The
sorry.
sergeant's eyes meet Ray's, and they bug out, and he's like, "You, you can go through."
Sometimes penis gets you places.
Thanks, Ray. More
Thanks, Ray.
specifically, thanks, Ray's dick.
Thanks, race
Thanks, Race
penis.
Yet again. No cock like elf cock, baby.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
All right,
As they
guys.
ride
the
past,
sergeant calls out. The viceroy and General Volkonsky are waiting for you in the center of camp.
as they ride past, Ray is gonna look at this man, pretend to tip a hat he's not wearing, and say, "Thanks, sugar."
God damn it.
His
I love
squad is
him.
just gonna stare at him, and he is only looking at the ground. You all pass through after this instance of sexual harassment, and as you, it seems that you're still passing through woods for a little bit, but then you keep seeing more soldiers, many more soldiers. Before long, you find yourselves approaching a massive tent city. This is the Northern Army of Mazov that has been specifically tasked with invading and subjugating the province of Nordland,
hmm
under command of, as you all know, our dear friend General Bolkonsky.
Oh yes, Volkansky.
Bolkonsky.
Volkansky.
Oh.
Whose name I know how to spell.
Yeah, everybody knows how to spell that. Haha.
Yeah. Volkansky, we've all seen him.
Damn. Anyway, you make your way through these little streets of tents. You see soldiers getting ready. They are in various states of dress. It's midday and like they're still sort of waiting around, so the camp is not buzzing with activity, but there's just so many of them that there is a constant din. Eventually, you make your way to the center of camp where there is a command tent, and word was sent ahead. Bolkonsky and Philippe are sitting there waiting for both of you. You have returned, and it's time for the next stage of this arc.
Oh dear.
Congratulations, everyone. We
Woo!
made it out of there somehow.
Somehow.
It is
Somehow.
time, in fact, for the final stage of this arc, where everything you have been doing for the past few sessions is going to come to a head.
Uh-oh.
What were Raggy?
That I don't know about that.
I'm assuming you get out of the carriage, greet or whatever you've been walking in, and you greet Philippe and Bolkonsky. They are pleased to see your return. I want everyone to roll insight.
Uh-oh.
Great, 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 great.
Everyone to roll
great.
insight? Okay.
Everyone to
Uh,
roll insight. What is
I
my
have to look up.
I have a +0 in that.
+6 to
Oh, wow.
insight, baby?
Me forgetting
Gerard
my
got a 6.
modification.
damn.
Lady got an 18.
Oh, that'll be a 23 from Giuseppe.
That's an 11 for me.
Oh my god.
It's my insight. Oh shit.
Hey, hey. Oh, this is funny.
Yeah, Gunter, what do I get to know?
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I am just waiting for Ray.
We don't notice.
All right. So, Ray and Gerard, you don't notice shit. You're in the middle of an army camp. Shit's
Okay.
going on.
Shit's going on.
It's like,
Lady
wow,
and
this is just like in
Giuseppe.
Mulan.
Lady and Giuseppe. My God. You notice as you are all approaching Philippe and Bolkonsky. Philippe and Yume are looking at each other in a certain way. Giuseppe, you're like, what? And then you have a flash of realization. That's the way you look at your wife.
Hello?
Hello. What you were rolling insight for, I'm going to quote
It was
directly
a
from
it was it was a roll to see if they fucked?
roll insight for romance. 1 through 9, y'all don't notice shit. 10 through 17, huh, you may looking at Philippe weird. 18 through 20, oh, they fucking.
Okay, 1 second. Pause the campaign. I gotta break this down. So,
I
okay,
will let Alyssa explain.
Alyssa, please
After you break it
explain,
down.
because I'm trying to do some social propriety mathematics of my own. Alyssa, face the mic and explain yourself in front of God and everyone.
The fact that you can only hear her like vaguely in the background trying to survive her own reaction to this information.
Yeah.
How long have we been going on now?
A
It's been
hot
like a
minute.
good solid minute.
Explain yourself or I will start making assumptions.
If she cannot explain herself, I will.
Okay.
So,
No, Alina, I want to hear your thoughts on this first. Go on.
Okay, here's the thing. Am I incorrect in assuming that Yume has a little bit of a thing for Lady, or do I just do that because you and Nikki are girlfriends?
She definitely has a little bit of a thing for a lady.
Okay, great. So here's the thing. Philippe is Lady's, like, stepson?
Only legally.
Like, and so, and then,
Alina, it gets worse.
how?
Lady and Philippe were betrothed before she married his father.
This is the sound of me hanging up the call.
I just want to affirm that Gerard has absolutely positively no opinion on this. I assure you, he has no opinion on this whatsoever.
It's fine. Here's
There's
the thing.
no disgust or anger or disdain
yeah.
or anything.
so
There's
here's the
nothing.
thing, at the moment, none of you
Giuseppe
have
wouldn't
said
judge her for it. This is all me.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
go
not
on.
like
I
Gerard
just think
doesn't
it's.
want to be
I just think.
around Philippe.
Yeah.
Let me
I
stress
think.
this. He doesn't want to be around him, so he's not like super peach to be here, and so he'd rather not fucking look at him anyway.
I just personally, I think it's really funny because for me, this is coming out of left field. Did not see this one coming.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, deeply, deeply amusing. Okay, continue with your interesting little situation over there.
Well,
Hee.
Alyssa,
Just
why, how, and when did Philippe and Yume get together since Gerard and Lady see it clear as fucking day?
Now, the real question you gotta ask yourself, Gunter, is are they actually officially together? Because we never actually talked about that.
You made it sound as if they were.
I did not. I
I
said I
was.
wanted to move it along.
You wanted to move it along. I was running under that assumption.
I'm just
Oh
wondering
my
when they
god.
had the time to do all this because,
Yeah,
like,
damn, they must have been
these
writing those
characters haven't
letters.
interacted. I
When
think,
you were hanging out for 3 months in Mazov.
yeah, all the stuff we didn't
Yeah.
roleplay. That makes sense. Okay, it's just hard for me to perceive it because we didn't roleplay it out, but that makes sense. So she's been
Yeah.
gone. Nobody noticed before we left, and now people are getting hints now that we're back.
Plus, also, hasn't
Yeah.
Yume been the one sending all these communiques?
Yep.
Yep.
So it would make
Okay,
sense
so
that
she's
there would
been
be
sending
like,
him like
and here's
nasty
the
letters the entire time,
yeah,
right?
because here's the thing. There for sure, this is how it shook down. Okay, letter would come in. Okay, a bird drops a letter on Philippe's desk. Okay, it's two letters bound together. The top one says like to Bolkonski, and it's like, hey, here's some fun intel that might be useful to your purposes. Signed respectfully, Yume. And then the bottom one would be like, hey boy.
Hey boy, how's the cock looking?
Yeah,
Great,
how's
kind
the
sir.
How's the
I
cock
drew
looking?
I drew a picture of my butt.
My butt. Here's a fine little illustration of my little nipples. Does that titulate you? Is this how people in this era did that?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, how are you
yeah.
recovering emotionally from your husband, who ended up being some kind of fucked up eldritch being? Are
Oh
you doing
man,
all right? Damn.
I'm
Talk
wasting.
about Yume just swooping in and taking advantage of an emotionally vulnerable man. Good for her.
Jeez. Yeah, good for her.
Holy
Dear
shit.
God, guys.
No,
I'm
you
not
wanted
saying
my
she's
opinion.
doing it on
I'm
purpose.
having a great time. I think she's so right.
I listen. Me too.
Yeah, like me too, girl. He's hurt. Heal that
Yeah,
shit. Be a Pisces.
happy Women's History Month,
Yeah, happy
baby.
Women's History
Oh
Month. Be a
my
Pisces.
god.
Yo.
Oh.
What? How did you? Okay, Alyssa, come here. How did you expect us to react to this information?
Not like this.
I want to know what you expected, though, just so I can get an
No,
idea.
and
I don't-
I think we need to be clear. This is not negative. I
No,
think
this is not
great.
negative at all. This is not a
Narratively, it's
criticism.
so interesting and adds so much fun potential for shenanigans.
Yeah, it makes a lot of
I
stuff.
did not see it coming, and it's really
Yeah.
funny to me.
It makes a lot of stuff make suddenly a lot of sense, and it's very funny.
Yeah. I love that this has been going on in the background, and then they're having this moment of walking up and and the like raw sex energy pouring out of these two is so much that immediately three members of the group are like, "Whoa,
Whoa.
what's going on?"
I just want you guys to know. When Alyssa first pitched this to me, it was supposed to go with you guys are all going to be having a dinner tonight. It would end up with Philippe and Yume alone, and the scene would cut with them like French kissing and just on each other.
Damn.
Spoiler alert.
Ew.
And I had to temper expectations of, hey, we gotta have them together already for that to make sense.
Yeah, otherwise I would have just sat here in utter shock. Like, hello? Is this allowed?
Is this allowed?
Is this allowed?
No, this is great. I feel like okay, so to get back.
See, I was expecting that the thing at the dinner was gonna be him like suggesting that they get together, like officially. That
Well,
I love how wildly different all of our expectations were for this. This is just like real romance.
This is just like real romance.
This is so funny.
The bitter old Batdorf and what the fuck, Alina, we are just like bitter old Muppeting this, aren't we?
So okay, so
We are.
what I'm learning here is that Gunter has his mind much further into the gutter than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Well,
learning
see,
that
when you are
you regret
when
your
you are
friends.
telling me that you want them to end the scene with them French kissing, I am going to make a few
Not
assumptions.
say I said
Where's
jury
the
was out on
DMs?
tongue.
Get me the receipts. I know there's receipts. Post the receipts.
You know what?
Enough hearsay.
look.
I want evidence.
We're gonna post the DMs on Twitter and let the audience vote.
Let the audience decide.
Hey, I just want you guys to know this has gotten us another follower.
Yeah!
The drama of it all.
Drama. Whoever just
What?
followed, thanks, baby. Oh, this is
Who
great.
just-
Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. All of these miscommuniques can be sorted out. I think this is so great.
This can be sorted out later, even
Yeah,
as we
this
act
is
this out later
Oh,
on.
exactly. Well, and I think that this is great. Well, okay, and also just to like table talk for a second, all of our characters would also have a completely different perception of what the hell's going on.
That's true.
But I will say, just to get back into roleplay, because Giuseppe rolled very high and just like clocks it immediately. Because he knows his small daughter. I think like they roll up. Giuseppe looks at Philippe, looks down at Yume, back up at Philippe, and then he just fucking like shit-eating grin, like SpongeBob, you like Krabby Patties, don't you Squidward type of grin. He
Oh
says
my
nothing,
God.
and he just goes, mm.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Okay, okay. Y'all want some receipts? Y'all want some receipts?
Yeah,
Yeah, give me their receipts.
yeah, show us.
Melissa's very invested
Yeah,
in this.
post them.
Dramatic
I
rating
know,
right
like
now.
I'm so
What
invested
does-
in this shit.
What does Lady think of this?
Lady also has a huge shit-eating grin on her face.
Oh my
And
Okay.
if
God.
you're paying enough attention, you do see her shooting Philippe like a little thumbs up, but she's doing it rather discreetly.
Okay. Okay. Jury. Hey, she says it right here in the text. Jury is still out on if there's tongue. Ew.
Just
Yeah, no, she
saying.
didn't say she wants tongue. She said the jury is still out on it. Gunter, you can't hold that against her.
Damn.
And also,
well,
So I
the
must
word-
say, this is such a
if you want
small
Philippe to
sliver.
make a move
let Sarah
on
talk.
you,
What?
May.
If you want Philippe to make a move on Yume, she will respond favorably, and there will be smooching by the end of
Okay.
the session. Jury is out on if there's tongue. Now, here is the thing. I am not saying that the scene unfolding out before us officially like confirms that they are like official. It confirms there is something going on, and now
That is fair.
everyone
That is
knows,
fair.
and now we just all have to sit in the soup with it.
Love
Yes,
it. I love this
fair.
soup. Good soup, y'all.
Okay, that actually makes complete
We've-
sense. Thank you.
We've saved it.
So-
We've saved it. So,
I mean, I'm fine either way with them getting together, but I am being mischaracterized here.
No, you're not. Like Gunter, you're fine. Like you were slightly mischaracterized. I'll give it that.
Also,
But-
in
only
your defense,
slightly.
yeah, in your defense, we did all lose our minds for a second.
Yeah, like we all
Here.
sat here like, hey,
We
excuse
were like, no,
me.
let's stop this beautifully written campaign. We need to have a big talk about who's smooching.
Yeah, I was like, we need to derail right now and unpack this, or I'm going to fucking shit my pants. Hold on a second. You can't just like throw it out to me. Oh yeah, these characters, this one character that you haven't spoken to in person in a really fucking long time, him and Yume are smooching. Even though like in game time it hasn't been that long. So like Philippe has been like so out of my thought box aside from the thought box in which he is relevant
Yeah,
to Gerard, which
I
is
feel so bad. Didn't think about Philippe very much until the last session when he was mentioned by name.
I'm thinking of him a lot, but like not for the same reason. It'll come up. Don't worry about it.
Oh, will it, Sarah?
Yeah, it will. Don't worry.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll be fine.
Anyways.
And
Don't worry about it.
it'll be fine.
Hee hee.
Okay, so I do get it though. I do get it. That makes things make sense to me now again, and I think we're good.
So, I apologize, Gunter, if you feel like you've been mischaracterized. I feel like there was some miscommunication going on there or misunderstanding.
I have
You're
to post
fine.
my own receipts.
What are you doing, Gunter?
I'm
He's
posting my
posting his own
receipts.
receipts.
He's
Oh
posting in
my
his
god.
receipts. Oh my god, the airing of the receipts, baby. This should have symphonic music behind it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh my
god.
god. Sorry about this, Twitch.
No, this is part of playing
You know, this is
D&D.
great. This is part of
This
the.
is part of it, baby. They signed up to listen to people play a fucking nerd game. You think they know what entertainment is? Let's go.
This is entertainment.
All right.
Oh my god. Which one is this?
Okay, let me read it. Let me read it. Let me read it. Okay.
Why did it
We're
not
trying
start? I
so
cannot believe
hard.
it.
Nikki didn't realize the rice maker wasn't turned on.
Here,
Oh no. Hey, I've been
it
thinking
did
about
not.
Yume and
It
Philippe.
sent you the
No,
wrong
let me
one.
read this. Let me read this. I've been thinking about Yume and Philippe, and I think maybe a slow burn would be better. Like, he asked her if he can write, and that he sees her in a romantic light and would talk to her more. Aw, but kiss. Crying face emoji. I know, crying face emoji. But narratively, it would be kind of out of left field for them to be all over each other. Wow, I wonder where that's coming in. They did have 3 months of hanging out. True. I consider. Okay, I have an idea. We make it as if they get together during the interlude. Makes sense. When Philippe meets y'all, I'm gonna randomly ask everyone to roll insight, which has
Oh my
Oh,
happened.
god, guys,
okay.
that just happened to us. Wow.
Wow.
Wait. Okay.
So you
Okay.
guys never worked out whether they were still in slow burn or not.
No. Okay, so what
Except
happened
we.
was
This is
Gunter
so fucking funny.
messaged me this last night while we were doing our Final Fantasy stream, and I
Yes,
couldn't
because
actually like.
this was the thing that you said out loud. Oh, Gunter's trying to ask me about something. And I've been
Yes, it
thinking
is.
about that. I've been thinking about that for 24 hours, trying to figure out what the fuck that could have been. And now I know.
So
It
yeah.
wasn't what
So
I
I was
thought it would
half
be.
reading it. I apparently was only like
Girl,
half reading what he actually said because I was trying to respond quickly so I could get back to the
you
fantasy stream.
cannot hold that against him. Gunter is innocent. Gunter is innocent. I'm
Do
putting
not
my fucking
besmirch our
gavel down.
boy.
You massacred your boy when he is letting you romance one of his
Okay,
NPCs. Do you know how
again,
hard it is to be a little
in my
guy?
other defense, I thought we had already worked that out
Yeah.
with my receipt.
Guys.
Oh my
This is
god.
so fucking funny. This is the most engaged in gameplay I've been like all night. It's not even
Oh,
gameplay.
beautiful.
I'm just trying to cobble together what was going on. Now
Um,
I know what's going on.
yeah, I
So,
love this. No,
okay.
listen, this is like watching a soap opera unfold live.
Yeah,
I'm
I love nothing
obsessed
Oh
with
more
my
it.
than
This is
this.
god.
great.
This is
Okay.
great.
No, listen, guys, it's fine. Nobody worry. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, to recap, there's clearly every like in character wise, there's clearly something going on between the two of them, and
Yes,
Lady and Giuseppe notice, and no one else does.
That is correct.
Okay,
that
Okay.
sounds about right.
okay, gotcha. And it seems like Lady and Giuseppe are both pretty psyched about it. Good for them.
That's really cute. Good work.
All
I'm
right.
so sorry, Gunter. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
This is why you
Okay,
don't message
so
me during Final Fantasy stream.
You could have waited to answer the message. Little
I would have
ADHD ass.
forgotten.
granted,
ADHD ass points.
I had not heard from you about
Yeah,
this in like a hot minute, so I was like, oh shit, we need to figure that out. Anyway,
You guys are doing a good job. I
I
promise.
thought we had already worked it.
I just gotta
so
say,
Anyway,
I'm so glad wasn't smooth because it's a lot funnier this way. Can
It's
you
just in
yeah,
real
imagine if
life.
this went smoothly and we had to put up with a smoothly written romance in a D&D campaign?
God.
But Bart, barf. I was
Bart.
trying to say barf.
Yeah, Bart.
Bart. Wow, a romance, Bart.
Bart Simpson.
Yeah, Bart Simpson,
Bart.
just like Bart.
oh my
All right,
god.
so
Okay, back to it.
you are received by Bolkonski and Philippe. The two of you notice that Philippe and Yume making eyes at each other. You know what that means. And Philippe steps forward. It is so good to see all of you here, safe and sound again. I have been reading your intelligence book reports, and General Bolkonsky has been filling me in on your activities. Well done, all of you. Thank you. This will greatly assist our efforts to subjugate the Nords.
Well,
You
there's
are
a little thing we never got to mention.
Oh my god.
Phil- Philippe and Bolkonsky tilt their heads.
She
What
kind
is
of
not?
makes a sweeping gesture towards Yekaterina.
Yekaterina, seeing all eyes shift to her, gives a little wave, and at the same time hefts the blood axe. Hi.
I love her so much.
Love
Philippe
her.
and Volkonsky's eyes fucking bug out of their heads. Because they both fucking know what that is.
I fucking hope so. Damn.
Volkonsky, in your time interacting with Volkonsky, he has like been someone who's normally kept to decorum. Not like he doesn't have a stick up his ass, but he's a very formal person. You just see him go,
Volkansky
Holy
says fuck.
shit. Volkansky says fuck.
yeah, you just see him half whisper, "What the fuck?"
My god.
Um,
We had to do it to him.
Philippe doesn't say what the fuck, but he's still like, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Ekaterina steps forward. Viceroy, General, I am Yekaterina Romanovna, vampire who was very recently in exile, and apparently, looking at the Blood Axe, the rightful claimant to the throne. How do you do? Uh, we are going inside the tent. You are escorted
Oh,
inside the
only
tent, and
important conversations happen inside the tent.
Oh,
only
very
important
important
conversations happen in
conversations
the tent.
inside the tent.
I think this means I do not have to come.
No, you should come.
Lady is
No,
welcome into the tent.
Lady, please come. Lady, please come.
lady,
Philippe
lady.
gives Lady puppy eyes when she doesn't start coming into the tent.
Oh,
Aw.
I come,
oh
You can turn those off now.
no.
Gerard just looks disgusted and stays at her elbow.
You all walk into a command
Somebody's
tent
gonna have to
that
tell him.
is a bit more luxurious than the others. It is not a mansion by any means, but like some of the tents in Game of Thrones that have tables and that sort of shit, and are kind of like a
Yeah,
little apartment. It's like that.
yeah. They're meant as like common areas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sort of.
Fancy
So you you all sort of wander over to a table with a map on it. It is of it's a map detailing Eastern Noria, basically this region that you're in. If you were to look at it, you would see several different things that look like chess pieces, indicating the positions of armies, cities, that sort of thing.
Hmm.
Bolkonsky moves to the head of the table. Thank you, Wandering Shepherd, for the chef's kiss. Greatly appreciated. Um, so yes, he steps up to the head of the table and still sort of staring at Yekaterina because holy shit, King Arthur just walked in front of him.
She is that bitch. She
Yeah,
She
is
is
she's
that
that bitch.
bitch. I love
she is
her.
that bitch. Only I could turn Edelgard into Artoria so seamlessly.
Your two wives. They're both
Now,
here.
character-wise,
Yes.
Gunter, I see what you mean. That's the same bitch, and you know it.
He's done. He's done anime girl alchemy.
Yeah.
Equivalent exchange,
Equivalent
baby.
Oh my
Oh my
exchange.
god.
god.
At least
This
they were both
Perfectly
human this
chimera of a
time.
as
woman.
all things should be.
As all things should be perfectly balanced. All right, so
Loser, you hoes.
we are so professional. It's been 45 minutes.
It's
55
been
minutes.
great.
I'm so sorry, Gunter.
No, we're doing great. It's been a month. We can be goofy. Back to the
Goofy.
tent.
All right. Volkonsky gestures at the table. As you can see, things have changed since you went away on your mission. In the
Hmm.
south, General Kutuzov is still fighting the Sultanate of the Great Dragon. Thankfully, no dragons are there yet, but it's a bloodbath.
Keyword, yeah, yet.
In the center, the Duke of Galicia has actually pushed a bit into Luz proper. He's even captured the town of Smolensk for us, edging us ever closer to Moscow. And we are here. We are positioned to begin marching into Nordland at any moment. And with your intelligence, that will hopefully be soon.
Well, considering that Riga's about to stick its armies on us.
Yes, we were hoping for a more thorough debriefing, as your letters had stopped suddenly.
Yeah,
We
we
are
kind
safe
of had to make a
here.
run for it.
Bolkonsky looks at Yekaterina and the Blood Axe. Do tell.
Giuseppe
Well,
clears
we
his throat and says, I may have referred to somebody's homeland as an archdukey. I think, in my defense, I think that was a smaller part of it, but it is definitely a contributing factor.
Philippe, they actually both snort a little bit. Okay. So, while you were in the Archduchy of Nordland,
Right, that's not
did
Dookie. Of course
you
it's not Dookie. Why?
what
Fuck.
what what sort of intel were you able to gather there? We have been receiving your reports, but we would like a more detailed explanation. Specifically on why you had to suddenly run away.
We ate too much pizza.
Yume just kind of like once again makes a sweeping gesture to Yekaterina and the blood axe.
We stole the blood axe. You can't just stay in town when you steal the blood axe.
Yeah, we did steal the blood axe. There's also a bunch of weird sort of mythology going on surrounding the blood axe that it seems like it might be real. But that's maybe a different matter. But yeah, we did a big theft, and that's probably not gonna keep us in any local good graces there. So we thought it would be best to hightail it out of there when we had the chance. You know.
Understandable. And if it
I don't
makes you
know.
feel any. Wait, sorry, what?
Lady's going to pause and she looks confused for a minute and then she goes, I honestly thought it was because we ate too much pizza.
Lady.
That's like well. Listen, we
Philippe,
did eat a lot of pizza.
Philippe actually perks up a little bit. What was his name?
Giuseppe like leans forward on the table and goes, Leonardo Squazzini.
Philippe gets a big smile on his face. I remember that guy.
Hey!
Oh,
Isn't he the
Holy
best?
shit.
he had nothing from Valois, but the Italian food was just really good.
Yeah, listen, no one does it like us. I gotta tell you.
Viceroy, if we could stay on track.
Sorry, the fact that they
Volkonsky.
also met him has delighted me.
Yeah, it's a favorite NPC.
So like, fun fact: Leonardo Scorzini is actually a very well-known little restaurant as far as
Oh my
like
god. Like
ru-
internationally famous? I'm obsessed.
not internationally famous, but if you've ever been to Riga, which a lot of Rus nobility have, you know about Leonardo Scorzini.
Oh, gotcha.
It's one of the few places where like it doesn't matter how rich you are, you go there
Oh
at
yeah.
least once.
Oh yeah. Excellent.
I love
Like
that for him.
okay, like Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations for sure would have gone there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Gunter,
That
have
kind
you
of
Right.
made an Anthony Bourdain character?
Not yet.
Okay, great. That's all I needed to know. I let you continue now.
Um, but yes, Volkonsky clears his throat. So you stole the blood axe.
Mhm.
That explains why you had to leave the city. Your
Mhm.
letters, some of them anyway, the ones I was reading, were detailing your contact with members of Nordland's armed forces.
Mhm.
Did anything come of that? We know that we know that some units were in the process of being swayed to defect to our side.
Oh my god. Yeah. What? Yeah, we did do that. What happened to them?
Do you know if they
Um.
are ready?
Again,
Do
kind
we
of had
know
to
if
leave
they're
in a
ready?
hurry.
But we have a way to contact them, right?
I think we do,
Okay.
Not
I mean,
without
but
not without alerting the enemy to our intent.
Damn.
shit.
well, I wouldn't say
You
we
gotta be
don't have
better.
any way to contact them.
Random messenger hawks do attract attention, especially if they are sent to a military installation.
I wasn't
Trust
talking
me, I
about a
speak
hawk.
from experience. Random vampires disguised as bats attract even more attention.
Wasn't talking about that either.
Is she gonna make him turn into a horse again?
You know,
Please
you
don't.
forget I
Well,
used to run an entire underground criminal organization.
Oh shit, yeah. No, you
Oh
may
yeah, we
probably
do
has
have
been.
that. Yeah.
fair enough. Have you directed any of them into these installations?
I can. Won't take too long.
Philippe does cough awkwardly. Oh, we might not have time for additional intelligence gathering.
Well, when are you planning on making the move here?
Because of how. So I'm going to meta this instead of roleplay
Oh, you're
explain it.
fine.
Because of the way armies in this time period work, they can only stay still for so long before problems start to set in,
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's fair.
It's a lot
especially
of
with
guys.
supplies, disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they want the invasion to be a surprise, there's only so long they can stay before the enemy catches on that there's an army on their border.
Mhm.
So they planned to keep up a timetable where they would not start to suffer attrition just from sitting around. They were actually planning on starting the invasion tomorrow.
Oh shit. Nice.
Hmm.
So if Yume wanted to, could she send someone overnight?
Probably.
Overnight,
Well, it
but
depends on how far away it is.
they would not get back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless we want to meta that and say that she did have some spies in place.
We might
But
just have to take a gamble and send someone to tell them what's gonna happen, but we won't be able to get a
yeah,
response from them.
I will say you guys had told Odelia and Caliph enough of your plans that they knew to alert their collaborators
Yeah.
about what was
okay.
in the works, but you had to leave very suddenly, so they're not going to know you're coming. It
Yeah.
Is
They
that
will have to wing it.
they know what's up, but not when. So,
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it's doable to say that like they would be on the lookout, but it isn't as though they'll be able to like be as
Prepare. Yeah.
prepared. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
So Bolkonsky, being the military man, he picks up the monologue again and details essentially what they plan to do. They are going to basically hop from major town to major town, and this they know where these regiments that you guys were trying to win over are stationed, so they're going to focus on those towns especially. And he points out a route on the map that will take you through a couple of towns before you finally reach Riga.
Okay.
And at that point, you will start a siege and eventually take the city. And with that, it is hoped that the Landtag will be convinced to surrender and end their bid for independence from the Tsardom.
Hmm.
You also know from previous conversations with Philippe and some of his ministers that part of these conditions will include ending serfdom in these provinces. That
Hmm.
will probably make it difficult to convince most of the Landtag to surrender.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hmm.
that is since that is one of the conditions of the Mazavian nobility who are actually supporting y'all's bid to reconquer the empire. You
Mhm.
got to do that. That's important.
It's also important. It also gets the people behind us.
Yeah.
Um, which far more important than a bunch of fucking smelly people at the lawn talk that like having serfs.
Yeah.
Because fuck
Land
them. I
hog.
don't give a shit
Fuck
about
'em.
them.
Land hog.
Yeah, land hogs, bunch of bitches.
All right. So they go through explain that to you guys, and Volkonsky sort of wraps up, and you notice him shoot a look to Philippe, who sighs. He looks at Yekaterina. We need to talk about you. Your Majesty, while it. Well, I am not a native of Rus, it does bring me great pleasure to see the Blood Axe deem someone worthy in these troubled times. How do you feel about the situation in Rus? What are your views, in particular, on the autocracy and the serfdom?
Oh, she's pretty cool, actually. Sorry,
Ekaterina,
you can speak for
do you
yourself,
say
but
that in character?
yeah, yeah.
You may also raises her hand. I can second that.
I can also second that. She's cool.
Specific as Gerard a thumbs up, like good
Gerard gives it back.
vocabulary.
Philippe nods, does look back at Ekaterina, because he does need to hear these words from her. She steps forward, gives a similar monologue to the conversation that Yume and her had the night before, actually.
Hmm.
Um, yes. As far as the autocracy goes, I assume you're asking me that because the Mazavians insisted on reviving their constitution. Indeed. Um, no offense, Your Majesty, you being here is it complicates things a little bit because this arrangement was made before we knew there was an heir to the throne. If you were to accede, would you accept a constitution from Mazov? Yekaterina, she thinks about it for a minute, nods. A reasonable one. Philippe shares another look with Volkonsky. Volkonsky shrugs. I'm a military man. You can figure this out. Philippe sighs. Well, you're probably the first royal in Russian history to not hate the idea of a constitution, so that gives you a leg up automatically. Very well. With that, Philippe takes a knee.
Take a knee, team.
If you will if you will abide by the terms set by the nobility of Mazov, then it should be a simple matter to turn this cause into one for your restoration. Would you accept that, your majesty? Yekaterina, if you were to look at her, she is surprised to see someone kneeling before her. Even as a noble, that is not something she is used to, because she's been living in exile for a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I accept, Viceroy. She holds out a hand to him, and he takes it. She pulls him up, and they turn it into a shake.
Genovia, the land I call my home.
How long were you waiting? Oh my god.
Sarah, I just saw your nickname. Yes.
Yeah, Nikki
Anime
messaged
girl
me
acting
and
like
was like,
Takumi.
please change it.
Please. Nikki, you're right. You're both right.
Thank you.
All right. And with that, your little campaign has turned into restoring Katerina to the throne, the imperial throne.
Hell yeah.
You are
Oh
you are
yeah.
going to put the empire back together and put her on top of it.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I love that none of us even remotely signed up for this. This is so great.
Hey,
You
listen,
see how
what
I just
happens
wove this
happens.
in?
No, yeah, listen, it's great because we basically got like all great D&D parties got shoved together as victims of circumstance, and now it just keeps happening to us, and at this point we're like, well, might as well.
I feel so
Might as well.
underqualified to be helping with this, but I
Yeah.
love that I'm
Who
helping.
who is crinkling?
Not me.
Crinkle.
I'm sorry,
Coming
that was me. I'm
forward.
trying to find my headphone charger. My headphones are dying.
Oh, you're fine, ma'am.
Big crunchy, big
Big
sippy.
crunchy.
I just anytime I hear something on the chat, I just have to go, who turgled?
Who turgled?
Who turgled?
Yeah, I
turgled?
can't find my charger for my headphones and they're dying and I don't know where it's
No.
at.
Oh, ma'am.
All right. So you've done that. Are any of you going to bring up the creatures?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, actually,
Oh my
wait.
god.
Gerard raises his hand. Gerard raises his hand and he's like, "Excuse me, before we close here with all our handshakes and our butt pats or whatever we're doing right now, we saw a creature. It was quite gross.
It wasn't
it
a
was on the
dog.
road. It looks like a
wasn't a
skinned
dog.
dog,
No,
or
listen,
perhaps
we're
a
gonna
rat,
describe it
or
to you. It's
perhaps
gonna sound like a dog. It's not.
it's
Not
not
a
a
dog.
dog. Have you seen a
I think it
creature?
would be very good for petting.
No,
No.
it's a.
No.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. It was a Are we having problems with creatures?
Philippe
This D&D never have problems with
tilts his
creatures.
head. That does sound similar to reports that have been coming in of strange animals in the woods.
I think we should go pet them. I think they could be
I
friendly.
I do not think that is an animal.
Also,
Well,
I'm
good.
sorry, Lexi. Do you mind going on mute for a little bit while you're looking for it?
Yeah, sorry.
You're fine. Thank you.
So, why do you not elaborate on that, Monsieur Gerard? What do you mean by it's not an animal?
An animal is something natural. An animal is something of this world. You see an animal and go, oh, that is an animal. Because it is an animal, because it is a natural part of the world. Whatever that was not an animal. That was a creature.
Creature.
A creature. A monster,
You
perhaps,
know,
though
that
that
makes the
feels
fact.
childish in term.
I'm sorry. Quick derailment. The way you're using creature to give it that connotation when that's what you call Saber constantly is hilarious to me.
Yeah, she's a creature.
Yeah,
She
She's
is
a
not
little
of this
wet
world.
beast in this house.
Dubious little
she is
creature
not
getting
of
up to
this
some
world.
mischief.
She is not of
Dubious
this
little
world.
creature getting up to mischief. This
Mischief.
is no good.
For those of you in the chat who do not know, Saber is the little kitty cat in our little house. She is very good. Gives
She's
many
a
pets.
she's such a good little
She's so
girl.
good.
She's channel mascot.
Little baby. To end our little digression. Um,
Anyway,
are you going to
anyway.
Bolkonski and Philippe? They are trying to listen to what you are saying, but it is it is not clicking for them entirely. What have these things done?
What
We have gotten
Um,
Right.
reports of attacks, yes, but what what
Okay,
about it
hold on.
makes you think it is something
So
supernatural?
let me ask you a question in turn. Not to be terribly interrogative, but you have reports of these things attacking people. Do they
Yes.
seem do these reports seem normal to you?
The reports coming in more than normal are strange, yes, but
Animals hunt. They don't play with their food unless they're a very particular type of creature. Said type of creature is not local to here. That thing watched us with intent of soloing one of us out because I know what it looks like to be hunted and played with. It has a deeply unnatural way of interacting with humanity, not in the way that an animal would. Does that make it more clear, or am I losing you?
no, that sort of illuminates the situation. I'm trying to nudge you into talking about the trees. That's important.
Oh, the trees, the trees.
The fuck are I forgot about the trees.
Giuseppe
The
pipes
trees are
in and says, "Look, yeah, whatever we saw in those woods, it was messed up. It's not natural, like Gerard says, but it's more than just whatever these things are. The there was something wrong with the woods themselves, and we have reason to believe that it's linked to these creatures, whatever is either creating or controlling them. Uh, maybe they themselves causing it. We don't know, but it's more than just some stray beasts in the woods.
Hmm.
If I'm correct, uh, these reports of attacks, they're more than just attacks, aren't they? Because most attacks leave something behind. These things don't. And the taking,
Volkonsky, Volkonsky in particular gets an intense look in his eye. The trees. What did they do to the trees?
It's like they had the life sucked out of them by the root. I don't know how else to describe it.
You see, and Volkonsky in particular, you see a look of realization flash across his eyes as he recognizes what you are describing. Ah, okay. We apparently live in the end times. That's fine.
You're gonna want
I'm
to
sorry?
elaborate on that one real quick, bub.
So I was not planning on this being in the session, but here we go. All right.
Let's
Philippe,
drag it all out, baby.
General, that is a myth, isn't it? Volkonsky goes over to the mini bar and has poured himself a glass of whiskey. He looks at Yekaterina again. Viceroy, you did not grow up in Rus, so you were not catechized the way I was in the religion of our country. The Blood Axe picks a worthy wielder after decades of being stored in the vault, refusing anyone who tried. These creatures coming out, killing those who travel alone. Your report that they are apparently sucking the life out of the trees is the first of its kind, by the way, because no one else wants to go in the woods.
I don't
Well,
blame them.
Yekaterina pipes in real quick. While we were in Riga, I did take the time to visit some of the churches. I was doing research about the X, really. The texts mentioned something about they kept mentioning something called a group called Those Beyond Life and Death, and how Mikhail had to fight them to establish the country and push them beyond the mountains. I had always thought that was some sort of allegory. Are you saying it's not? Volkonsky sighs. It's always been a matter of debate among the clergy how literal that particular part of the canon is. But me personally, I thought it was more ancient history than mythology. The texts do talk about all of the things you have described with these creatures, the way they rot the woods, the incident with the unfortunate Ivan. Dragunov confirmed does add into this. I remember in your report he had no organs, correct? Just a black stone inside of him?
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
Oh,
Usually you expect more goo to be in there. He was dry.
oh my god.
Agents in the founding story, Mikhail had to fight agents of those beyond life and death who fit that description, shall we say, of people who had sold themselves in exchange for power.
We met one. We
I
met another in Riga.
Who were they?
A vampire, like us.
What was their name?
Ulrika.
Ulrika.
I'm
Von
rapidly trying to remember
Ungenstern.
her title. Is she the commander of the Death's Head Regiment? Is that what her
Yes.
Yeah.
title is? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You.
commander of the Death's Head Regiment.
Oh, you are referring to Ulrika von Ungensternberg.
Ah, yes, the very
I
long name. Thank you.
I served with her once. She's not the commander of the regiment. She's commander of one of its companies. The I'm sure you met the commander,
Oh yes.
a
I think
Colonel
he
von
might be one
Kreutzwald.
too.
He's one too.
I think so. I don't really have any proof.
Okay. You have all been trustworthy so far, so I will take you at your word. Were you able to gather any intel on what his purpose was? What he was doing for his masters?
But I gotta look at my fucking notes. I feel like we did, because his was the spooky office that made us feel bad, right?
It was so bad in there.
Yeah.
It was the bad
Yes.
vibes office. Okay, 1 second.
The same symbol that was on Ivan's Chaos. It was in his office too.
It was.
You hear Phillipe mutter, "Oh, lovely." Okay, so apparently these entities are operating in Riga as well.
Seems so.
From what I understand of your reports, the colonel was not doing much aside from supporting legislation to strengthen serfdom when he wasn't out in the field. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Hmm. Perhaps he sought to cause instability in the province. They are currently going through multiple revolts. We have heard cannon fire even from here.
Hmm.
Well, there's not much we can do about it now since you're here. We will have to wait until we get to Riga, or if either of these two appear on the battlefield, we may be able to eliminate or better yet capture them.
Sweating.
Sweating. Are you ready,
Now,
Kevin?
remind me. I'm hoping somebody can remind me, either Gunter or Alina.
Mhm.
The dream that Yume walked in on, where it was, she saw like the black crystal.
Mhm.
Whose was that? Was that
That
the
was
commander's?
so
Thank you,
okay.
Katie. Yeah,
That was von Kreutzwald's dream. You have not actually dreamwalked
yeah,
Ulrika yet.
yeah.
I got a feeling
That's
you
what I
don't fucking
thought.
want to.
Yeah, I feel like there'd be a lot of freak
Um,
ass shit in there.
There'd be some freak
Um,
shit in there.
so what I'm thinking is, it's
Mhm.
possible that Orica isn't one, but that
somehow that's worse. Oh god.
If
uh
she's not one, it's worse.
If she's just like
well,
that, god
she's just
damn.
like that, it's worse.
but listen,
Okay.
the guy had those sconces on his office that made people more agreeable to him.
This is true.
Mm. Okay, so it's possible that she's being manipulated in a similar way to what Philippe was by Ivan?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, it's possible, but
Possible.
It's possible, but she
I
I,
also
don't
does
as
seem a
someone
little
who
too into it.
talked to her for a long
I
length
don't
of time,
I don't think she's being influenced that much.
I don't think she's being influenced
No,
that
yeah.
much. I think she's kind of just, she
But
has her reasons. I don't think they're correct, but she has reasons, but she's still
Yeah.
like that. Uh I could be wrong about her. Maybe it's just because she
Um,
talked Gerard in a very scary way, and he's susceptible to that. But like, I don't know.
He
um,
has scary lady mean to me disease, but the opposite.
Yeah, it doesn't make him horny. It just kind of genuinely scares
now
him.
I'm not saying that I'm right, and I don't want Gunter to say so yet, but um, that's just a theory that I have that I'm thinking is possible.
Yeah.
No, I
But
think it's a good one and something to keep in mind because we don't want to be like looking at the we want to make sure that we keep an open mind about the situation. Also, we've seen something like that happen before, so I think it's very possible.
yeah, and we know for a fact that that black crystal was seen in God, what is his
Ivan,
name, Gunter?
Ivan.
Ivan.
No, not Ivan. The other
Um.
guy,
oh, Heinrich
What's
von
his name?
Griswold.
Yeah,
Kreuzwald.
Heinrich.
yeah,
Heinrich.
Heinrich. Yes, Heinrich.
Heinrich.
Oh,
You
Heine.
saw it.
Um,
Heine.
Oh, Heiny boy.
um,
Heine of
yeah, Heinrich.
Archduke.
We
Yeah,
we
Heine of the
saw it.
Archduke.
Yume saw it in his dream.
Yeah.
Philippe.
I think
Philippe looks pensive. He is considering the political implications of that. Bolkonsky thinks about it for a second himself, then looks up. Did you dreamwalk the major?
no.
Is she lying?
No, she's not.
Yes. Oh wait, on Urika?
Yeah, you have Ulrika. You have not
He's
dreamwalked
asking.
Ulrika.
He's asking
Yeah.
about Urika. Okay.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Philippe looks up at that. General, perhaps that is unwise. Volkonsky looks back at him. Why not? It would help confirm for certain if von Ungern Sternberg is indeed working with these things,
He's not wrong.
and that will influence how we need to deal with her.
You want me to dreamwalk on that madwoman?
I want you to gather a source of intel that could be vital for our efforts. Ulrika von Ungern Sternberg is not someone to be trifled with. If she is working with those beyond life and death, we need to know.
She definitely is. The question is to what end?
Dreamwalking may reveal that to us.
She kind of squints and looks at Philippe. Why are you against this?
Philippe, he gestures back at you the reasons you stated. She's a mad woman. Who knows what would happen if you dreamwalk in there?
It's gonna be like a Scooby Doo funhouse in there.
Yeah, like a worst possible place on Earth.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bolkonsky raises his eyebrow. Is there some reason you can't dreamwalk her?
Not particularly. It's just well, first of all, we'd have to get close enough to her for me to do it.
He shrugs. It was just a suggestion. Considering the chaos of what is about to happen tomorrow, we might not even have the opportunity.
I start sweating.
Giuseppe kind of pipes in and he's like, speaking of which,
Mm-hmm.
what is the plan for tomorrow?
That will be discussed with the rest of the officers at the Council of War tonight. It will be a dinner as well. I'm sure we will all be very hungry. You are all welcome to attend, as the information you've gathered is vital for this plan. And also, I'm sure you could all do with a hot meal in some comfort.
That would be lovely.
Yekaterina, Yekaterina steps forward. What will we be doing about the creatures then?
What I find fascinating is that they seem to be quite scared of your ex. Now, I am not suggesting we go hunting for them.
Oh,
Gerard
aren't you?
stiffens up and looks at
Oh, hold
her.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me speak. I may have good idea. Rare, I know, but it might be a good idea. What I am suggesting is that we take a little break, we take a little pause, we recuperate our energy, we go see if that was a one off.
You want to go for a walk in the woods?
To go for a walk in the woods with the blood axe.
With the Zibladox.
L- Philippe looks at Lady. Lady, ma chère, are you suggesting that you and the heir apparent of Roost walk through the woods with these things?
Well, yes, I don't imagine she will let me just take the blood axe, and I do not imagine the blood axe will let me take it.
Volkonsky goes, absolutely not.
No, 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 no. Listen, listen, listen. What are your reservations? I have a big axe. She has a big axe. We can both take care of ourselves.
With one, perhaps, but what about two, three, four,
Oh, that is a
five?
good point. We will take somebody with us. A healer. And she looks
Oh
at
my goodness.
Giuseppe. She looks at Giuseppe and she's like, "Are you free? Do you have time? You are also holy man, yes? These things are absolutely unholy, I am learning."
Giuseppe just fucking looks at her for a second, and he can't help but just laugh, and he goes, "Uh, for you, lady, I'm always free. Yeah."
Excellent. See, we have a holy man and we have a healer and we have the blood axe and we have me. We'll be fine.
Gerard looks so upset.
Volkonsky,
Oh.
it's that 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 is not the point I am trying to make.
I
Let
do
it
not
go,
care what point you
Volkonsky.
were trying to make. These creatures are a problem. It is either a now thing that we try to fix or a later major issue. Do you see what I am trying to get at?
He is about to say something again, but Yekaterina steps forward. General, do you acknowledge me as the rightful ruler of Rus? Yes, your majesty. Then I will go hunting with my retainers, thank you very much. You may
Damn.
assign a guard if. Well, actually, no, you can't assign a guard because that would keep them away. You may assign a guard to us that will follow at a distance if you so desire it, but she makes a valid point. And I did watch these things cower in front of the axe to see how far we can push that. Volkonsky, he does not want to concede, but that is his rightful sovereign telling him to do this. If you will it will be done, Your Majesty. With
Yes.
that, you guys are going hunting.
Oh no, we have to take a little break first. You must
You
have your
take a little
energy
break.
to go hunting.
All right. So let me make sure I have this right. Lady Yekaterina and Giuseppe have all decided they're going hunting.
A capable
They have a
crew.
little break.
As far as I
After
can
they take a
tell,
break,
she volunteered Gerard to come as well.
it sounds like she volunteered Gerard.
He'll go.
All
I
right, so
mean,
Gerard's in their
I just
group
kind of
too.
assume anytime that lady's going somewhere, so is Gerard, unless stated otherwise.
No, that's
That would
absolutely
make
fair. That's why
Yeah.
he's like that.
all right. Um, that leaves Yume and Ray. Honestly,
I think
Hmm.
they can have some bonding time about how they can both turn into animals.
Yeah.
bonding time.
The
Will
best type of bonding
Yume
time, some might say.
will Yume and Ray stay or will they go? Should they stay or should they go now?
Um, I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking. I can stay.
All right, Yume will stay. You may stay. Ray, what about you?
Oh, is Lexi still on mute?
No, I'm right
I
here.
think she was. There she
Ah,
is. All right. What's Ray
Um,
feeling?
Ray's gonna stay because he does not feel like going around the bad things.
That is
yeah,
He's
that's fair.
so right, and he's so valid
fair.
for that.
Yeah, he's
Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
he got freaked out by the trees. Do you really want him around the things that maybe made the trees like that?
No, and I don't want those things near him. We have to protect him.
yeah.
He's a
Little
He's our
baby
little
boy.
guy.
Also, he's still like half naked.
Oh,
Oh,
oh
no.
my
Need
god.
Oh,
clothes on.
Oh,
Can
oh
we?
my god.
Some clothes.
Yume and Ray have to go on a get Ray some goddamn pants mission.
Yeah.
Uh, he'll be provided with a uniform,
Oh, great. Ooh.
a clean one.
Nice.
It'll be spiffy.
Spiffy.
Nice.
Yeah.
As
All
long as
right,
the pants
so
fit.
as long they'll fit.
Oh, they'll fit all right.
We'll fit.
Listen, Passars regularly ride around with pants that are explicitly made to emphasize their cocks. They'll fit.
Yeah.
They'll fit.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. Great.
yeah.
All right. So it sounds like you guys are going to take a little break before you decide to go back out.
E.
Bolkonski will insist on sending a squadron with you. At Yekaterina's insistence, they will follow you for a bit and then keep their distance so that you can effectively look for these things. But no, if anything happens, they will come riding.
Excellent.
Okay.
Nice.
So, with that in mind, what do you do before you go out on your little expedition? And this applies to everyone, those who are not hunting as well. You may do a little something before you start. You may just honk out if you want.
Lady's gonna eat a little snack.
Snack,
I was gonna say, I think we should get some dinner.
dinner. Well, it's still lunchtime, so dinner is a ways off.
That's fair.
This is well, technically this could be a dinner, and then what we have for dinner is called a supper.
Yeah.
Or is it the other way around?
Depends. I don't know.
Dinner is noontime. Supper is
Supper is
evening time.
meal. We just
Oh.
changed it around in the modern era.
Gotcha.
All right. So y'all gonna have a little snacky do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little snack you do.
Little group
Alright.
snack.
A little group snack. Snack on the
Lady
group.
is so fucking excited. She's like humming to herself while she eats her little snack. She's so excited about this.
Oh, yes.
Little snack. Little snack for little lady.
Snack.
She eat a little snack. She hum a little tune. She's having a great day.
Volkansky is upsetty that you are possibly endangering the person who can save the country, but he has to obey his orders. He's getting a squadron ready for you guys. Philippe, he's actually hanging out with y'all. He has missed Yume and Lady, and
Damn, boy.
he
I thought your mom let you have two
it's
girlfriends.
just like
Jesus.
he's making conversation.
Yeah.
God,
Um,
two
I will
girlfriends.
say two girlfriends. I will say we've been going for about an hour and 45 minutes. Let's call it here. Or not, let's not call the session here. Let's have a break. Let's have our own little break of
Okay.
about
Everyone take a little
15
pee-pee
minutes.
break.
Little pee pee.
Take a little pee pee
Yeah.
break.
And we
Okay.
will be back at 8:50, let's say.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
All right, we up.
Hello!
Big
Oh.
ballin'.
Welcome back. If you hear me chewing, it's because I waited the whole 15 minutes before actually getting food. Like an idiot.
He's got a little fig bar. Little fig bar for
Yeah,
little
we
fig
all
boy.
did.
Little fig boy.
Ooh, can I have
Yeah,
some of your
Big,
big ball?
Yeah,
big boy for the egg boy.
big boy for egg boy.
Big for big. Alright, so you all have a nice little snack. Talk with Philippe a bit. Hey. And then after that, your little expedition is ready.
All right, so
So Yekaterina, Lady, Gerard, and Giuseppe,
oh,
escorted by a squad of dragoons, are going to go out into the woods and hunt.
Hunt for a
Dragoon?
alright.
creature. I think it'll go fine.
It'll go perfectly fine.
Yeah, it'll be
I'm
good.
sorry, is dragoon an actual like military term?
Yes,
It
That is
is,
an
yeah.
actual military term.
yeah,
Huh.
That's why I laugh every time y'all say dragoon in the Final Fantasy context.
yeah. Dragoons are real. They're not the same
Huh.
thing, of course, but it's a
They,
it's a term that the
from
Final
this time
Fantasy took from
period,
real
it
life.
denotes like a type of heavy cavalry that can
Hmm.
also function as an infantryman if need be.
Hmm.
They will usually have things like carbines, pistols, and also heavy sabers. They are
Hmm.
considered very heavy cavalry.
The more you know.
The more you know.
The more
In
you
case you're
Interesting.
know.
curious, we have real world references to gunblades, I think, in Sweden and stuff too. But that's a
Mhm.
essay for another day.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
D&D Beyond is taking a minute, but yeah, you are you are off. Yume and Ray are left behind to do as they will. Hopefully, not kill anybody. All right. You all canter off on your little horsies. Ray is not a horsey. And you ride off into the woods. For a little bit, the dragoons stay with you, making sure you are protected. A few of them notice. Sorry. The ones closest to you notice the blood axe, and they sort of have similar reactions to Philippe and Volkonsky, and they realize why they've been detailed to escort you. And eventually, the point comes where they will stop and wait for you. The little lieutenant in charge of this squadron, he's he looks a bit uncertain at leaving the potential sovereign of all Rus alone, even if it's with you guys.
It should kind of be, especially
But
if it's with us guys, to be fair.
Yeah.
yeah,
Almost more so than you would think normally.
We're kind of a bunch of goons.
Yeah.
uh, do not worry, Lieutenant. I am in more than capable hands. I have seen these this group almost kill a vampire of extraordinary caliber. If there is anything amiss, I will be fine. At worst, we will hold out long enough for you to come riding to our aid.
Yeah, we got it. No worries.
Yeah, no worries.
Very well. If there is any trouble at all, please call on us. Gives like a little salute with the hand on his chest. And you guys dismount your horses and walk a little ways on your own. Now, what I need you to do,
Great.
you can roll a couple of things: nature or perception.
Hmm.
Hilariously, I think ladies are bad on both, and she's the one who wanted to come.
Let me see. I got.
You said
That's why we
nature
got
or
so many people to go.
perception?
Nature or perception.
Okay, she actually has a +1 on perception.
Alright, I got a +3 on both. So let's see how it goes,
I need to
baby.
do
Woo!
Yekaterina.
That's a 19 from Giuseppe.
Oh
Lady
shit!
got
All
Nate.
right.
And then Gerard has a +2 in nature, so he's rolling nature. He's got a 21.
Fucking all right. We ball. So for the audience, Lady, funnily enough, the one who wanted to do this in the first place, rolled lowest with an 8.
She got distracted by how excited she was.
Yeah.
She
She
hasn't
got
been able to
spirit.
go hunting for a while. She's very
She
excited about
she
this.
just want to stretch her legs. Lady, you do notice that the woods are kind of quiet compared to what they normally would be. Everyone else rolled 19, 20, and 21, respectively. So, Yekaterina, Gerard, and Giuseppe, you all immediately find tracks. They do
We
not
all
look like
immediately find tracks.
tracks.
Okay,
They do
gotcha.
not look like they belong to any animal you've ever had. Whatever it is has very long talons, claws, and the way it walks suggests that its two forelegs are much bigger than its hind
Huh.
Hmm.
Like a primate.
legs.
Spooky.
Do you follow them?
Hey, you know what else is a primate, fellas?
People.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I'm
Yeah.
sure it won't come up. Keep
Um,
that in your back pocket,
I
Gunter.
suppose we
I'm just eating my
Gerard
fig bar. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh,
he's just
yeah,
eating his
okay.
big bar. He doesn't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Um,
Do you follow?
yeah,
Did
Gerard
anybody
draws
tell
his little
Lady about them?
pistol. He will communicate this to the rest of the group. Gerard
I
draws
I
his
would have
little
hoped y'all
pistol.
let Lady know.
Yeah, we let her know. Gerard is going to follow them, but he does draw his little pistol.
Lady is also going to follow them. This is what she is here for.
Yeah, Giuseppe's following it, all the while thinking, you know what else are primates? People. Interesting. Anyways,
Anyways,
I'm sure it won't come up. God.
so you follow the tracks. You notice also as you start following them that they come to a tree that has been similarly rotted out to the one you encountered last time. And then the tracks keep going.
Ooh, all right.
Hmm.
Do we get the choice of keeping following them, or do we want to
You
stop and investigate the tree?
that is entirely up to you.
I say let's stop
Gerard
and
would like to stop and investigate the tree.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
all look at the tree.
Let's all look at the tree.
Hmm.
Is there something you would like me to roll?
If you're going to investigate the tree, I will definitely say nature.
Okay, let me roll. He gets a +2 in that. I got a 13.
13.
Lady is also going to take a look at the tree. Depending on how she rolls, I have an idea what she's doing. She knows absolutely nothing about nature.
Eh,
I
fuck
have
it.
full faith and confidence.
Fuck it, we ball. Well, that's
She
a
got a
7 from
12.
Giuseppe, so y'all can fill him in.
She got a
Wait, Lady
12.
has a
It sure
negative
is
2
a
to
tree.
nature?
Yes.
It sure is a tree.
As she walks through the forest, the
Hold
ground
on.
comes alight beneath her feet.
Let me see if I can help
God.
y'all out here.
Maybe
I
y'all
can't.
should have taken Ray.
Yekaterina, she looks at the tree. Doesn't look normal.
What did she get?
A 5.
Yeah, she thinks it doesn't look normal, and that's about it,
Yeah,
huh?
so for the audience, we
Got the
have
fucking dream team over here.
Gerard with a 13, Lady with a 12. Lady has a negative 2 modifier, by the way. Giuseppe with a 7, and Ekaterina with a 5.
That's fucking stinking up the place, I'll
This
tell you
this
what.
is hilarious.
We
All
don't
right,
know shit.
so
We're struggling.
Yeah.
you can tell that this is like fairly recent because the tracks are still kind of fresh. But other than that, yeah, the trees being rotted out. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. So we don't know shit. We don't know shit more than we did already before, I'll say.
You know that there is something happening in this area too, but whatever is happening, who knows?
Hmm.
Maybe next time we get the druid some pants and bring him along.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. He didn't want to go
All right,
out here though, and
so
I don't blame him. So we'll
he
just
didn't
suffer
want to
for
go
it.
out. All right, so do you continue? Do you follow the tracks?
Yeah,
Yes.
we got something to chase. So
All right, you continue following the tracks. They go for a little ways. Uh, for some reason, it doesn't touch any other trees. It was just that one.
Hmm.
Um, you eventually come to a clearing. And in the center of that clearing, you find the creature has gotten itself a little snack.
Uh-oh.
It's munching down on it right now.
What is the
What's he got?
snack?
It's a
He
fig
got
bar.
the fig bar. Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Fig bar.
That was method acting, you see. No, it has. I just opened Sarah's door with the fig bar half eaten. Crazed look in my eye.
I start
God.
sweating and crying and sweating and crying and sweating and crying.
All right, so it is actually eating a deer.
Okay.
And when I say eating a deer, I mean like it doesn't. When it takes bites out of this thing, it doesn't just eat around the bones. It eats whatever is in its mouth when it bites. That's getting eaten.
He's
Ew.
crunching. Gross.
He's
He is
crunching,
crunching.
crunching. Ew.
Yeah.
Lady's
Gross.
gonna look at Yekaterina and she's gonna be like, well, I suppose while it is eating is a good time to test if the axe works. We can just hold it up and wave it at it and see what happens.
Hmm, fair enough.
I think if it is afraid enough of the blood axe and it will leave its prey alone, that is important information. We should take note of that. That is
Yekaterina,
my opinion.
she nods. It seems to make sense to her. Wave big axe, scare bad thing. She takes the axe out and takes a few steps forward. The creature stops immediately.
Oh,
She's
Uh-oh.
still like a good 5 meters away from it, I'll say. It turns. It only sees her. It has not spotted any of you yet.
hmm.
You hear a noise similar to what was in those audio files I sent you guys. Audio files as if they weren't YouTube clips.
The
But
little
then,
click, kind of.
yeah, the little like unnatural screech roar type things.
Oh, hate that. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a Chewbacca sound?
Yeah, but
No,
not
not like
not
that.
fun. Not fun. Like wet and meaty and nasty.
Here, I will send it again just to refresh your memory. What was that in the chat? Hold on. We've turned into an episode of Old Gods Pod. You know what?
Oh,
I
hey,
wish
yeah,
nothing more than being on Old Gods Pod.
yeah, I fucking love Old Gods. Everyone go listen to Old Gods of
Yeah,
Appalachia. It's a
please
good
do.
ass podcast.
Yeah, it's a wonderful podcast. Old Gods Appalachia.
All right. Sorry to pause the session yet again while I find this. Here we go. It's
Anyway,
going to show me an ad with pineapples and tomatoes. Fuck you, Aldi. Here we go. All right.
all
So
right.
the sounds in that video, it makes a little bit at you, or at Yekaterina, I should say. But then it stops.
Mm-hmm.
The axe of the runaway.
Oh, why does it talk? Why does it talk? Why does it talk?
Oh, that is also important information. Is somebody writing this down?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, cool.
Why do you come here? Why do you trespass on the lands that do not belong to you? All is ours. All will be ours again. You will fade. No death, no life, only blessed silence. It starts to approach her. What do the rest of you do?
Lady is going to take out her big axe and slide very ungracefully because she's actually not that graceful. In front of Yekaterina.
Yeah, Giuseppe's stancing up too. He's got his umbrella sword out.
Gerard is not, throwing himself into the line of fire or anything, but like his firearm is fully drawn. He's taking up his little stance.
It makes these little gurgly sounds at you, but they sound surprised, panicked. It was not expecting a group. It sees it as outnumbered. Um. Okay. I was not expecting you guys to actually encounter one. Not gonna lie. I don't have a combat set up for you, so that's not going to happen, sadly.
Oh,
No,
you're
you're
fine.
fine. You're fine.
We probably don't have
You
much business fighting these things, let's be honest.
Were I
Yeah.
playing a different character,
yeah.
it would be on.
So now that you are in a group, its posture has changed. It is hunched, ready to run, backing away slowly, still staring at Yekaterina. You, we will find you again. And before you can do anything, it scurries off.
You.
Little
Let
Gross.
half-eaten deer carcass left behind. You interrupted his lunch.
Damn.
You little nasty
I'm so
boy getting up to
sorry.
mischief.
So sorry.
So sorry.
Well,
It runs off into the clearing or into the tree line. You hear it making more of its sounds, almost as if it's talking with the rest.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
So I will
Sweating.
give you a brief little recap of what you just fucking discovered. They can talk.
I don't
I
like
don't
You
love
have
that
that it
part.
can talk.
you have discovered the likely fate of people who have been disappeared by these things, and why nothing was being left behind because it was consuming everything. Um, like there's not even a puddle of blood around the deer corpse because it was literally consuming everything.
consume.
Girl, what the
Consume.
fuck?
Lady's
Like,
gonna
girl,
turn
what
back
the
to the
fuck?
rest of the party, and she's going to say, "Okay, well, that was interesting. This was the little time that we had. It is time to go back now. We have
You
learned many
hear
things,
Woo!
and it is time to
Alright.
Field
you,
trip
go
is
now."
over.
you hear from deeper into the woods some more of those fake horsey sounds that are definitely not horsies. You should probably go.
I would like to leave now. I would like to be in my cozy little camp, not on this horrible field trip.
All right, so you guys make your way back.
Yes.
Yeah.
You retrace your steps. You are able to get back with the dragoons without incident. You're back, good. Mount your horses. There are strange sounds. The woods are. Let me try that again. The horses are disturbed. We should leave.
We should go.
We
Yeah, we
should
should.
go.
I would love to leave right now. And Gerard gets right up on his horse and he's like, yep, yep, ready to go. Come on.
Uh,
Lady, in a shocking maneuver, also gets on her horse.
nice. All right, you all mount up. You fucking hightail it out of Dodge. And thankfully, you arrive back at the camp without incident, spooked, but you did what you set out to do.
Hmm.
Uh, One thing that stands out to you when you meet one of the pickets, the sergeant on duty stop. You stop briefly when he asks what happened out there because as of a few minutes ago they started hearing a lot of strange sounds.
Phew, okay.
Like a horse, but if someone was killing it.
Hey, let's
Uh,
not.
The lieutenant he looks back at you all. Sergeant, how many men are going to be with you? We always keep two or three. We always keep 3 or 4 at the picket at any one time, sir. Double it on all the pickets. Make sure someone stays up at all times when the sun goes down. Yes, sir. You all ride past, having thoroughly unsettled your little perimeter,
Yeah.
and you're back in the camp.
yeah.
You had fun.
Ah,
You
that was
got to
Yeah.
experience. You got to experience nature.
Oh, what a
Uh,
Yeah.
the lady's
Great.
gonna walk right up to Ray because he's the druid. Um, and she's going to kind of like, if he's sitting down, she's gonna kind of crouch in front of him. If he's standing, she's going to make herself eye level somehow. Um, and she's going to go, "Now, I know you have many forbidden magics, but I have a question for you. Are you ready?"
Uh, what's going on?
Do animals usually talk?
No,
Like in common?
no.
What does talk in common?
Things you don't want to fuck with.
But them talking means that they are just more fun. Yes?
No, not necessarily. It kind of means they're more dangerous in a sense. Did did something talk to you while you were in the woods?
She's gonna look back at the rest of the party. She's gonna look back at Ray. She's gonna look back at the rest of the party. She's gonna look at Ray. She's gonna look back at the rest of the party. She's gonna look at Ray and she's gonna go, no.
Into the woods. Time to
Lady!
go. It
I'm
might
gonna
be
take
all
that
in vain.
little
I know.
I just
eye thing as a
I just want
yes.
I just want you to know. I just want you to know. While you are having this conversation, there is buzz around the camp. As word is spreading of the little encounter because the lieutenant made no effort to conceal this from his superiors, and the perimeter is being reinforced.
God.
Now, lady, tell me the truth. Did something talk to y'all in the woods? And if so, what did it look like?
It looked a little fucked up, to be honest with you.
God.
Sorry, the
Obviously.
way
Fucked up, to
that
be
was
honest with
said.
you.
I don't know what it was, but it was fucked
Going
up.
to
My
be
God.
totally honest with you, it looked kind of fucked up. Oh my
It
god.
was kind of rude too. It was not very kind.
What was
needed to
it
put it
doing
back.
when it talked to you?
Oh, we interrupted its lunch.
Ray goes pale
Uh-oh.
immediately. Like,
Uh-oh.
Tan goes away. He loses it.
Oh, no.
He was sitting. He immediately stands up and goes and like sits in a corner
Oh,
for like a quick
no.
second. Just to like
Uh-oh.
Lady's gonna look at Gerard now. She's gonna point at Ray and goes, I think I broke him. Can you
So,
fix it?
Ray, would you
No.
like to explain your reaction to the crowd?
Yeah. I will explain it the best way I know how. You don't fuck with that shit. That is something you don't mess with. That is an evil being that you don't mess with, that you don't want to mess with, that could possibly kill you in the whole world, kind of thing. Or possess you,
Yeah.
Sick.
It
Yeah.
Um,
if you want me to do like an in-game roll for like history for something, I will.
yeah, go ahead and do a hit. Look, I will say a history, nature, or religion roll will work.
I got a 15 on the nature roll.
Nature roll. Ray, in your time as a druid who seduces people and goes out in the woods and talks to trees, you have encountered enough things to know what is safe, what is not, what you just shouldn't mess with at all. This, from what they are describing, does seem to fall into the latter category for you. Um, I will be honest with you. Before you had come to Noria, you had never heard of these things. Now, what it reminds you of are if you were to go deep into the woods of Louisoix, deep, you might find a very big, very old snake who could talk to you. Maybe an alligator, that sort of thing. Maybe a dragon if you were
The Rougarou.
uh that too, possibly.
The what now?
And it's it's a cryptid from
It's a
Louisiana.
Louisiana swamp creature.
Yeah, it seems
How
likely.
you how you interact with them depends on what they're doing and their general reputation. The dragon, if it's eating, you don't fucking mess with it. Same with the other ones. If it's just vibing, not really doing any mean thing, you could, I guess. Maybe it'll decide you're interesting. But yeah. And your experience things that can talk hold great intellect, if nothing else. Capable of thinking on par with any human, elf, vampire.
Also, question: is anybody telling Yume this?
Is she in
I
the
mean,
So,
are you
room?
not in
fun
the room
fact.
with us?
Are you in
I
the room
mean,
listening to us explain it to Ray?
I don't know. Am I?
Are you? You're in control of her. Were you in the same room as
You
Ray?
are in control of her.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, well, she's been in the room. They were having tea, and then we busted in and started saying crazy shit.
Yeah, that's fair. That sounds like them.
While you are all having this conversation, you hear over everything else the sound of a horse being killed again.
Oh
But
no.
it is being made by so many vocal cords.
Don't like
It
that.
pierces every other sound in the camp, and everyone just stops for a second because that it's a sound that a lot of people have not heard
Yeah.
before, and it unsettles everyone. After that, everything is quiet. You aren't even able to hear the birds that had been ambiently chirping beforehand.
Mm,
The
that's
camp is
unsettling.
deathly silent. A few officers are able to collect themselves and they get people moving again, getting their tasks done. You do see quite a few soldiers being mobilized to stand watch on the perimeter because what the fuck? Yeah, it will not surprise you that Bolkonski and Philippe find you all and are like, hey, what did you do?
Lady
Hmm.
steeples her little hands together, her little fingers together, and she's like,
Her little fingies?
her little fingers, and she goes, "Well, I do believe it was wrong to assume that it was scared of the blood axe, and it would have been more accurate to assume it pissed it off."
Hmm.
In her defense,
Fantastic.
Also,
that's a
full
pretty
stop.
astute observation. Yeah, they can talk. It's real fucked up.
It's real fucked up. Somebody needs to stop that. I did not like that part. It was not very kind either.
So great, wonderful, fantastic. No one is leaving the camp by themselves. Everything will be pre approved before anyone goes out. And I will emphasize that no one will be going out alone. This is Bolkonski speaking.
Hmm.
What did it
Giuseppe elbows.
say?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The Philippe chimes in. You mentioned it talk. What did it say to you?
I do not believe it was to me, it was to Yekaterina.
Everyone looks to Yekaterina. It recognized the axe what did the it called it? It said yes, it said the Runaways axe. She gets a very pensive look on her face, goes up to Bolkonsky and Philippe. You're able to hear what they say.
Mm-hmm.
In the story, did I ever mention where Mikhail came from? There's no answer to that. Um, yeah, Bolkonsky especially, he's mulling over some of the implications of that because if the thing can talk and it's especially pissed off about the axe, it's fair to assume it knows what the axe is. And calling it
Mm-hmm.
the Runaways axe has, yeah,
Other implications too,
It
yeah.
has implications.
Oh, them implications.
Bolkonsky looks at all of you. I have already told the lieutenant to accompany you to. Well, no, hold on. I am going on a different track. Make sure none of you say anything about what you heard at all.
Do you know something about that?
Bolkonsky leans closer to you. Mikhail's the founder of all of Luz, and we have this thing that can talk, apparently. That's wonderful. Calling it the Axe of the Runaway.
It's not a great look.
Rumors have a way of flying, especially when it comes to this sort of thing. Now, it could be construed as just nonsense, but do you want to take the chance of rumors flying in a way that poorly affects morale?
Honestly, no. I don't think that in the middle of this situation is the time to be questioning the backstory of our funny little acts here, at least publicly.
Funny
We
acts.
can discuss it in
Yeah,
private.
and you can tell, like, by the look on Yume's face, she doesn't really fully understand the implications here. But that she's not really gonna say anything about it either.
Yeah. For now, it sounds like you guys are going to be keeping the fact that it can talk to yourselves.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Probably that's a horrible little
Okay.
piece of knowledge that we got to deal with now.
All right. So, with that, I'm going to fast forward through your day a little bit.
Okay.
With this little incident, the watch is doubled. Just another trauma, yeah. And the camp is kind of tense for a bit, but when nothing happens, people mostly go back to normal. Everyone's peeking over their shoulders at the woods, and one thing that has changed is it doesn't matter how far out they're going from the camp. No one goes out from the camp by themselves.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Even if it's to the pickets, yeah, everyone's spooked. Night comes. There's still no sounds from the woods at all. You are all informed that your presence has been requested for a council of war and a dinner hosted
Oh,
Ooh,
by
a
sick, a
Mom.
dinner.
dinner!
Yum.
Ooh.
Go on.
I'm assuming you all go.
We do
Yeah,
go to
Obviously.
dinner. I would like to go to dinner.
I would love a dinner.
Dinner.
Lady will go to
All right,
dinner. She
so
likes food.
dinner. You all
Try the gray
arrive.
stuff. It's
Uh,
delicious.
it's God. It's a truly massive tent that you are escorted to. Inside, it is set up like the dining room of any noble chateau or mansion. All the high-ranking officers of the camp are here. They're all vampires, so most of the dishes are blood. But for those who don't have fangs, there are specific spots very close to Philippe, which have things like roast chicken,
Chicken,
potatoes, sauteed green
taters.
beans, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm trying
I will
not to
say,
sing that one fucking song, the greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes.
I
Um,
will say,
it's bad how much
um,
Chicken,
I know of
turkey,
that.
lamb, you name
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You
there's
name it.
also,
Sorry.
um,
We'll let you talk now.
there's also plenty of booze as well, wine, actual wine, whiskey, vodka, because this is Russia, and you are free to have any and all things that you want.
Sick.
Uh, you all take your seats. You have a nice, lovely dinner. Everyone's just chowing down or taking the big sippy.
Mhm.
And
The big sippy.
while you guys are doing the big sippy or the munch, the crunch, the invasion plans that Bolkonsky had told you about are reiterated at the table. Since this is a council of war, this is something where officers can give their input. And there's discussion over logistics, timetables, that sort of thing. But no one seems to disagree with the plan Bolkonsky has put forward. It's sensible enough. One general does ask what they will be doing about the incident earlier today. Bolkonsky tells him, we will make sure our patrols are thorough and that no one falls too far out of line. I want all the officers to know that we cannot have anyone straggling, both for reasons of time and, frankly, of safety. Make sure everyone knows that they need to keep pace, and it will be a fast pace. The men who can, they need to get a good night's sleep. We will be marching out tomorrow when dawn breaks. You gotta get up early.
Gotta get
God.
up early. This is just a long
At
campaign
dawn
of
we
getting up
plan.
early. My God.
We ride at dawn, bitches.
we have we
God.
have to get up at dawn.
Dawn. So yeah. Um, the efforts that you guys have been making are relayed to the rest of the general so they understand what's going to be happening when you actually cross into Nordland.
Ye.
The plan as it is, there are several towns you will need to capture on your way to Riga. And what's
Hmm.
going to happen is each time you get to that town, you're going to surround it, and a little message is going to be sent in saying that basically, like the usual shit of this army is acting in the name of the legitimate imperial government, that sort of thing,
Hmm.
all that, and any who wish to cross over, so to speak, will be pardoned. and the hope
Mhm.
is that the units you guys had been told about by Kelev and Odelia, who were planning to revolt and switch sides, will take the hint.
Ah.
Ah,
Okay.
Uh, since it's a little dinner, I'll let you guys make a little conversation.
Who are
Is
we
there
want
seated
to
anyone?
cook
with?
first?
You guys are seated in a group. You are at Philippe's right. Heh, funnily enough, Yume is right next to Philippe. Wonder why.
Gee, I wonder why.
I
That's so
hope no one's
crazy.
caught making out in a corner later. That would be so weird.
He's so weird.
It'd be unchristian. What kind of
Yeah,
podcast are
that'd
we
be
running
super
here?
like
Here,
yeah, super
Yume,
not Christian.
actually, I have a question, Yume. Do you do anything while you're sitting next to Philippe? Do you hold his little hand under the table?
Okay.
Do you grab his leg?
Oh my god.
You stomp on his little foot.
Scandalous.
You try to you
Just
try
sneak off.
to do you try to romantically feed him in front of everyone and God?
In front of everyone and God.
In front of everyone.
Because they're both vampires, so they don't actually eat.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't try
You
you
know
You
try
what
to
you
Oh
can
my
scoop
god,
send
his
they're like,
little
okay,
Philippe
okay,
butt.
okay.
one
They're
glass
like,
to his
they're like
lips
totally
full of
sharing
blood.
one glass of wine or like one glass of blood with two straws, like a
they have like
milkshake. With
they have like yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Y'all are
Sorry.
trying to kill me, I swear.
I can't even come form words now. Oh.
Good.
I hate you all. I'm just saying.
No, you don't.
No, you love us.
You love me.
Hey, that's
The
what he'll be doing
temptation.
later.
The
Yeah.
temptation. The
Mwah.
temptation to kill.
The
Anyway,
temptation.
I want to kill. Um,
Kill.
um, I think if anything, there's like a little brush of the fingers, but that's about it.
Oh, cute and subtle. Like it.
Aw.
Cute.
You're
Yume,
welcome.
when your hand brushes against Philippe's, you feel for the briefest of moments a little squeeze, but that is it.
Mm. That's actually really I poked fun a lot. That's really cute actually.
Hey,
He
I
does
Some
write
make
Pride
eye
cute
and Prejudice
contact
romances.
with
shit.
you. He does make eye contact with you when you do it. You
She
see
looks away so quick.
yeah, you guys don't make eye contact for long, but when you do,
Mhm.
in the time you have known Philippe, this is
Mhm.
there's so much affection and care in that look that he sends your way.
Mhm.
You snagged yourself a little princess.
Oh,
Princess
princess
and the
boy.
Pauper.
Oh, princess boy. Princess.
He's just like you.
Fuck. Okay,
It's
next
Barbie
campaign
Princess and the
concept.
Pauper, but they're actually gay.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it should have been.
They are the original. You think Blue Eyes White Boy would?
Oh man, what were you saying,
How
Sarah?
does this make
Sorry.
you feel, white boy?
How does this make you feel, white boy? I'm
Nothing
having the time
productive,
of my
I
life.
assure you. How does this make you feel,
Damn.
white boy? Excellent. I'm so glad.
Oh, I am having such a great time. All right. Um, doesn't yeah, that happens. So the dinner goes on. It's the usual schmoozing, that sort of thing. People come up to you guys and all that and congratulate you on your mission because it is known what you guys were doing, and the fact that they know so much about what's going on in Nordland is because of you. So a lot of officers do come up to you thanking you for your efforts
Mm-hmm.
because it will likely save the lives of some of their men.
Oh.
Sure.
And they appreciate that. They're men and women, I should say. There are female officers and soldiers too.
Happy Women's
Right.
History Month,
Happy
everybody.
Women's History Month.
Happy
Happy
Men
Women's
need to
Women's
die
History
in
Month.
History Month.
war.
Ray, a particularly tall as fuck woman officer
Oh yeah.
comes up to
Oh
you,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Another
Yeah.
one.
like
Yeah, another one.
fucking yeah, she's woman.
Like
Woman.
Woman.
taller
Yeah.
than Ray tall or slightly
Um,
shorter than Ray tall?
she is eye level with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh.
woman.
Woman.
She like she you see her like giving you an up and down. You guys are all standing by this point. You have migrated from the dinner table to just like mingling and that sort of thing.
Woman.
She walks up to Ray. I hear that you are the druid that is part of this little group, and that you contributed greatly to the intelligence gathering while they were in Riga. I must say, very nice. She takes her little finger and puts it under your chin.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
We don't even know her.
Is Ray getting seduced?
This is Napoleonic vampire
roll
aristocracy.
seduce.
Fuck.
Roll to seduce, Gunter.
You want me to roll to seduce?
Roll to seduce Gunter.
I give it a modifier of +10 because I made woman. No, not really. Damn!
I
Oh,
heard
what'd you
that
get?
damn before it reached the rest of y'all.
What'd you
Oh
get? What'd you
my
get? Oh no,
Hey,
crit
god.
Hey,
fail.
Gunter,
Hey,
I will give
hey.
you a second chance.
She's got a little bit of butter on her hands.
Yeah.
Gunter, I will give you one more chance.
Excuse me while I add a modifier of +20.
She can't fail.
No,
She
she
can't
can't
fail.
fail. No, I want to see what happens. Okay.
Even 10.
Um,
Ambiguous.
she
Anything
does
could
that.
happen.
You can tell that normally this woman is like peak woman. She's had a bit to
Big
drink,
woman.
and like Ray, it's up to you if you decide to go for that or not. She like it's not her best seduction, but you can tell she's
She's
probably asleep in the
trying.
sheets.
She's trying. She's putting
She's all
herself out there.
yeah, she's also like wanting a good roll in the hay before she has to do work tomorrow, which involves possibly killing people.
Yeah.
That's true. Aren't
Oh
we
my
all?
god.
Aren't we all?
I will
We
say,
roll in the hay like
as
a
soon as you
horse.
walked in, you didn't notice this woman like staring you down as soon as you walked in. She took one look at you and said,
I want
"I
to fuck
found
him.
it."
I can't not
Yeah.
fuck him.
I can't. Oh, I can't not
I
fuck
can't
him.
not.
So yeah, she puts her little finger under your chin, and like the reason it doesn't phase you too much is because you do this sort of thing yourself all the time. But you can tell if you were like a normal guy,
It would
you
be
would like
intimidating. You'd fall over.
be intimidated and like would not be able to think straight. But otherwise, you can appreciate that she is pretty good at what she does when it comes to wanting to fuck.
Yeah.
She gives you the location of her tent, and otherwise tells you to have a nice night.
Have a nice
Walks
night.
away. Her hips are swaying. They're sashaying.
There's
Damn.
a
Hey,
sachet.
hey, does Ray have his own tent? Because I have a line I really want to say real quick.
Oh my
Does
god.
Ray have his own tent?
Uh,
I know the
I will
line.
say you guys do have your own tents.
Okay, hang on. Give me just 1 second.
She has to check the transcript. I know what she's looking for.
Oh my fucking god. What
I
are
bet
you
I know what
doing?
it is.
What are
Please.
you hoes doing?
Please. Somebody overlay some Jeopardy music.
Okay, okay, okay.
Alright.
Before she walks away, Ray is gonna like take one of his hands and place it at like the back of her head, like kind of cupping like the back of her head and her neck together,
Ooh.
and
Oh my god.
say, "How would you like to ride home on a real cowboy? I got a 6-pack of cold ones on ice, and my roomie's out on that, so you can scream my name all you want to, sugar."
I knew exactly what she was gonna say. Thank you, Pedro Pascal. You did a
Thank
great
you,
job.
Pedro Pascal, for
I
your
have
guest
been
appearance
waiting
tonight on our
to
D&D
use that
campaign.
line for weeks.
Oh
She
my god.
here.
Oh
You know
my
what?
god.
And he
You know
like gets
what?
super close to her face when he says this too, like very like sensually like tilting her back when he says this before he lets her
I
go and walks
Ooh.
away.
I have
Ooh.
so many.
So she
I
is
am
going
having a
to.
crisis every day.
So like, just to make sure I had this right, you cup the back of her head and lean in,
Hmm
and just like whisper in her ear.
No, he says this loudly.
Oh my god.
Oh damn!
Oh my god.
Like
Wow.
in the clip.
Like in the
She
clip.
turns around. She was not expecting your boldness, but she gives the horniest smile you've seen in a while, and it's like, whatever you say.
Good
She
god.
just walks out. She just walks out of the tent.
Good
Dear
fucking god.
Dear
Lord.
Lord, Ray.
Um, a
Ray.
a general happened to be in hearing range of
Ray
that.
stays
A
fucking.
lot, a lot of them were, to be honest. Most of them are just like gonna pretend they didn't hear it because it's not
Oh
their
my
business.
god.
Um,
It's about to be.
a slightly older general will look at Ray. Colonel Kalinina has not been seduced like that in 500 years.
You
Holy
named her
shit.
Karenina.
Good job.
Oh my god.
Oh my
have to
god.
sit down.
This is a very libertine culture that is absolutely okay with displays like this.
Oh my god.
Damn, we fucking boys.
It's
We
about damn
fucking boy.
time.
Oh my god.
And Ray's gonna saunter out after her.
I think we know what Ray is doing for the rest of the night anyway.
Hey, wait. Okay, here's a second. As he's
Uh-huh.
leaving the tent, Giuseppe like whistles in the way that like you would call a dog in, he two fingers in his mouth whistles and goes, "Hey." Is Ray
Ray's gonna stop and look at
okay?
him.
Giuseppe puts a hand into his pocket, pulls out 2 cigars, tosses them over. And he gives him the
You were about to. I legit thought you were about to say wear protection.
Ray's a grown up. Ray, hey, guess what? Ray skinned an alligator. No one gets to tell him about protection. He knows what he's doing.
Ray's gonna catch him and like tip them against his forehead to Giuseppe.
I just want you all to know that was spur of the moment. That's not
That
me
was
at
Jesus,
all.
y'all. Hey, this is a sexually charged episode.
Yeah,
God
this
damn it
episode's been
is.
very
This
horny.
is
It
this is
all
You
started
can't.
perhaps
in
You
love and
our
can't
war.
most
plan.
this
You
is our
can't
most
plan this.
sexual episode yet, I think.
I God, the fact that this is the one that was unplanned, but it went so smoothly, beautiful. The raw
The
ridge.
The
raw
raw
riz.
riz.
Oh, it's raw, right?
I was ah.
I mean, for Ray, it is at least.
I have to
Oh
go. I have
man.
to go. I have to go. I have to go.
All right, so Ray's going to have a party of his own. The rest of you all still have a wonderful time. There are plenty of hors d'oeuvres served. There's wine, whiskey, gin, vodka, blood for those of you so inclined. Eventually, people will start to filter out as they do need to get some sleep. By sheer coincidence, by sheer coinky dink,
Uh-oh.
happenstance, if you will, uh, the last two people in the tent are Yume and Philippe.
I knew it was gonna be me.
Yume, would you like to say anything to Philippe?
Wait, everyone, is something happening between these two?
Whoa.
What? Go
I
on.
will let you
Have your
take the
moment.
initiative on this one, ma'am.
Oh, why are you doing that to me? Anyway, yeah, I'm not really sure she does say anything. Actually,
How does he look like Austin? Okay.
who
What the
does who looks like who? Oh,
Oh my
him.
god.
Yeah,
Stop
he
posting
does.
weird shit in the chat. People can't see.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no,
I
don't
just
worry
want
about it.
everyone. I am going to out Sarah, just so everyone knows. She is posting a catboy from Final Fantasy in the chat, who
He
looks like
looks like
fucking
Austin
Austin
Powers.
Powers.
He just looks like Austin Powers.
He does look like Austin
Sometimes people
Powers.
He
just like
does.
Austin Powers. Don't worry about it. God. Um. Anyway, where were we?
You are alone with Philippe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to say anything to him? Like anything at all?
Good night.
Oh my god.
Alyssa,
I can't fucking believe you two.
Alyssa, oh my god. I am giving you a silver
No,
fucking platter.
You don't even have to kiss him. Like,
no.
You can do anything you want.
Remember how I phrased it? If Philippe wants to make a move.
we can't hear you, sis.
You are far away.
What? I'm not that far away.
You were
You
completely
Right here.
for a
muffled.
second.
Was I really?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
were,
but
but you're better now.
God.
She's doing
Hold
it
on,
again.
it just happened again.
Oh
She
no.
keeps
What the
moving
heck is?
away.
I'm not
Just say-
moving.
Okay.
All right, you're
You're
good
fine
now.
now. You're fine now.
You're fine now. Just continue.
God. Remember how I phrased it? If Philippe wants to make a move, because Yume wouldn't make the first move.
Mm-hmm.
Well, damn, we got ourselves a little will they, won't they?
We guys, so I guess we'll just be stuck in will they, won't they, will they,
Yeah,
won't
place
they
your bets
forever.
now.
Damn, I can't believe I have to salvage this.
Why do you torture me?
It's
Because
funny.
you want this.
That's
It
what
is
D&D
funny.
is about.
Yeah, D&D. When you decide to romance an NPC in a D&D campaign, this is what you get.
Yeah,
And it's funny. And it's what should happen because it's a commitment and it's hard to do. Just like real romance.
exactly.
Unless you're Ray.
Unless you're Ray,
Ray.
who just has
Ray
perfect
just
riz all the time.
God damn, the Riz.
Who we all wish we could be.
Okay, so Philippe notices that you two are alone. Gets he is awkward for a moment. It's the awkwardness of like realizing you're alone with your crush,
Oh yeah.
and the pressure suddenly appears.
Mm-hmm.
He approaches closer.
Oh, you're approaching me?
Da-da,
I
da-da.
had it was a council of war, but I had a wonderful time tonight. It is good to see you again.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of words.
I believe in you.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm so flustered over this.
I don't think any of us have helped because we've been gently teasing you about it the entire time, and I will take the blame
Yeah.
for that. Well, I just think it's funny. Like we have to. And listen, Alyssa, if I have to sit through a romance scene, I get to tease you about it.
Yeah.
So, like, Alyssa,
Mm-hmm.
you've been mentally preparing yourself for this at all?
I don't think I was expecting the razzing for some reason.
It's cute.
I mean, there's no razzing going on between Philippe
Yeah,
and
no.
Yume yet. That's
Yeah,
all
look.
Ray and Colonel Karenina.
I think they need to
They're-
talk. Yeah, there's some there's some razzing going on there. Listen, I want them
No,
to talk.
no,
So, like,
Gunter, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway,
this does not have to turn into. I'm going to put this out there. This does not have to turn into Philippe and Yume being all over each other. This can turn into
Oh.
whatever you want it to turn into.
no, I know. I'm just nervous. That's all.
No, you're fine. Here's the thing. You want them to talk about their feelings, or Yumi's a very like shy person, isn't she?
Yes,
She's not like
that's
very
part of
open
the
with her
problem.
emotions.
Like,
Yeah. I want to know what they wrote letters about. Private letters about. Because she had to write him something. What did she write him?
I'm trying to think,
You're good. I
And
put
my-
you on the spot. It's not fair.
and nothing is coming into my head, and I don't know why.
You're good.
Do you want me to throw you a bone?
Please.
All right. Philippe, he says that to you. He gives you a moment to like say something back, and he's looking at you expectantly, because like he's in this sexual energy tornado. He can feel it too.
Oh my god. Sorry.
He
was really
sees
funny.
he sees
It doesn't
after
help
a
that we're
moment
putting
that
it that way.
you are like you are flustered. Yume is flustered out of her mind. So
Mhm.
he like after a moment of waiting, he's like, "I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Thank you for the evening." He does put a kiss on your knuckles, though.
Ooh.
Philippe is princess and gentleman.
He's princess.
That's really
He's
cute.
princess.
I think a little hand kiss is very romantic.
That's really cute.
And with that, the dinner is over, and most of you will be going to sleep. There's nothing else
Most of
happening
us.
tonight. Ray and Colonel Karenina are going to fuck like no one's business.
They're happening
my God.
tonight.
They're
It's-
happening.
it's all happening.
It's all
It's all
happening.
happening.
It's all happening.
It's all happening. All right, so I'm gonna say you all get a long rest. The next day comes. It's invasion time.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Pull up for your little selves the little bit of audio I sent you earlier with the ambiance.
Great.
Oh no.
wonderful. Okay.
Oh no, like wait, I'm sorry. I need to not call you out but draw attention to the most specific mood music that I've ever heard. Um because a few short hours ago, Gunter did in fact send us a YouTube video from from the account Italian Bourgeois, uh entitled "You Are Marching to Help Bagration's Counterattack at Borodino." In parentheses, Napoleonic Wars ambiance.
I had to scroll up past a
Yeah.
picture of Jack Black in a Bowser costume to reach this.
Yeah, it apparently there's a whole subsection of videos on YouTube that are just like ambiance for
Oh yeah,
There
certain
are.
I listen
historical
to them
periods.
all the time, just not of this specific genre.
I listened to a lot of
Um,
Yeah,
Resident Evil ones.
oh god, I gotta change my
yeah.
damn sound settings to be able to hear it.
I'm not gonna
Go
share it
through
in
memory.
the Twitch chat. It's just for the players, but yeah.
Yeah, we can't share
Oh,
links in the
sorry,
chat.
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting there to be so much fife.
There's a lot of fife. I'm
There's a
enjoying
lot
it.
of fifing.
I'm enjoying the
Okay.
fife.
Katie, you make such a good point. To obtain the joys of a NPC romance, you must submit to the mortifying ordeal, capitalized, of RPing romance with the DM.
Yeah.
I choked.
It's okay. No, it turned
We're
out
all
really
gonna have to
cute.
come to terms with having to pretend to kiss Gunter in front of an audience. Listen.
Dear God. Oh my god.
Oh my god. In front of a live studio audience. In front of God and everybody.
In front of God and everyone.
That's the thing about D&D romances is like they never get any easier. Like they do, I'm
No.
sure with practice. It just heavily depends on like who is DMing it. I think a
Yeah.
lot about how in the Adventure Zone they're like, yeah, there are background romances, but I cannot sit in a room and role play a romance scene with my brother because I do not like it.
Yeah.
Which is always a little bit funny to me.
Yeah.
So it turns out it's going to be a bit of both. They already have some established stuff, but also a slow burn.
Nice. I like a slow burn.
Philippe
I'm
has made the
excited.
first move with the kiss on the knuckles. He's currently in the lead. Will Yume come back?
Oh
That
yes,
is
I saw.
so true.
Yeah. Live
That'll be
tweeted.
cute.
Tears.
Sorry, but
I am sorry your little romance thing didn't work out this time, madam.
No, my own fault.
I think
It will be
we
fine.
made progress because now I can see it and I'm gonna be on the lookout for it and I'm excited.
You have given me time to give them actual interaction of a romantic nature, and I think that makes it even better.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right,
Alright, back to
so
the invasion.
Back to the
romance
wait. Let me
aside,
restart the fife music. There we go.
this is a fucking war movie. In case you forgot,
Uh oh.
the next
Oh
day,
no.
the army gets ready, packs up camp in very quick time. By like, since the army starts at fucking 4 in the morning, you guys are on the march by like a little bit before midday. You go quick.
It's a good thing
The
Ray
army
doesn't need
marches,
sleep.
entering Nordland, Brazar, and country. Yeah, Ray, you guys in particular are at the with all the officers and such. You do see Colonel Karenina, who happens to be a commander of dragoons. She rides by. She gives you the most satisfied smirk you've ever seen.
Jesus.
Good lord.
God, we don't need a
That
bard. We
man's
got
got
Ray.
carpet burn, and I don't want to think about it.
Ah! He does! Ah!
This is upsetting for
Is this
everyone.
what happens when we don't play in a month? It's just all really horny.
The both of them, they are shifting in their saddles.
Whew.
Lord.
Oh man, it's like that. It's like that one scene from American Pie where at the end of the movie they're shoving ice down their pants.
God.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
Jesus. We're all
the
going to
crew
hell.
TM,
Excuse me while I die.
you will not be participating directly in this since you are not like soldiers or anything, or you do not know how to lead men into battle.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
you get to observe the results of your work. So you march for about a couple days before you get to the first major town. It is walled. You see the flags of the Archduchy flying from the walls. It is quickly surrounded. The offer of surrender is sent out. And I am going to roll to see what happens next.
Ha 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 ha. Waiting to call. Oh, that's an 18. Ah!
Nice. So with an 18, so the message is sent out, a proclamation basically stating this army marches with the rightful heir to the Rusian throne at its head. Any who do not wish to be declared outlaws and traitors to be put to death will put down their arms or turn in those who refuse to do so. Any and all who submit themselves to the authority of Tsarina Yekaterina will be pardoned for their transgressions against the Rusian imperial state. After a, you guys wait a little bit. Um, you quickly hear the sounds of gunfire coming from inside the walls.
Uh-oh.
There is a bustle, some activity, some fighting.
Ooh.
It was an 18. I did not even have to roll a second time because this roll is the highest category. The Nordic collaborators revolt successfully. So successfully, you don't even have to fight a battle.
Hot
They
damn.
overthrow the loyalist garrison, and you see a white flag flown from the walls.
Damn.
You
Got him.
march you march in to this first town, which you learn is called My Town. And yeah, you've taken your first city. It's a bloodless victory for you.
Oh fuck yeah.
Wow. We did
Wow,
so great.
guys.
They could feel our raw sexual energy.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god.
the sloppy toppy
Uh
tornado really got us. I
yeah,
think.
Sloppy
yeah,
top.
sorry, secret of a place.
Sorry.
They waved a white flag. They used like bed sheets and shit.
They use their underwear.
So God, that's a massive pair of underwear. Only way you can hold that massive elf cock in.
Jesus.
It was some orc underwear.
Some orc underwear.
I miss
So
orcs.
you spend a couple of days garrisoning the town. You are met by the commander of the unit who revolted. They inform you that they it's been kind of hectic. After the blood axe was stolen from the city of Riga, um, there was something to the effect of a purge, an
Uh-oh.
attempted purge anyway, that was just getting started.
I've seen that movie. That's fucked up.
Yeah, basically a little bit after you guys left, the authorities in Riga got wind of a plot to overthrow them, the plot that you guys were helping to orchestrate, and they started cracking down. Quite a
Mm.
few officers who were suspected of treasonous sentiments were dragged away to parts unknown.
Hmm.
Hmm.
No one had, thankfully for you guys in this case, since you rolled so well, that had not happened here yet. But the officer states he is quite glad you guys came when you did because he wasn't sure how much longer they had.
Whew.
So, because of the fact that this was bloodless, after a couple of days, the army is ready to march again. You keep going. You get to the second town. Same as last time. I'm going to roll to see what happens. All
Oh
right,
god.
so you got a 15 from
Oh,
that. All
what
right.
was the one
So,
for?
um, so in the notes, I roll with advantage because your army
Oh,
is
okay. I was
bigger
gonna
than,
say, oh,
like, the army you guys have assembled for this dwarfs any force Nordland can put into the field
gotcha.
We
because,
organized so well.
You're doing
like,
great.
you guys have more resources to draw from, and also the way Nordland works, they aren't really able to use that much of the population.
Hmm.
It's sort of the it's sort of like the problem the Spartans had with the Helots, where they couldn't use them for the military because they were worried if they did, they would revolt.
Ah,
Yeah, it's almost
gotcha.
like when you subject everyone to serfdom, you can't arm
Yeah,
them. It's almost like serfdom isn't sustainable. Anyway, fuck
yeah.
these bitches.
Nordland's system works fine when it's part of a larger country that can compensate for any of these defects, but when it tries to go on its own, it doesn't work as well. So, yes, a 15 means the Nordic collaborators revolt successfully, but they do still need y'all's help, and your forces do storm the walls. You take light casualties, but you still prevail and take the town. I don't have a name for it. I'm not going to come up with one. And your flag is flying over the city before long. The fact that you had to engage in some fighting takes you about a couple of days. So you spend time doing that, making sure the town's pacified, all that. After a few days, you are able to march again. And within a week and a half of marching, basically, you guys have gone from the border to seeing Riga before you once again.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Why aren't we just here?
that we never make it back to the old tin can.
Yeah, there is a slight complication.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Um, when you were at Riga the first time, you had seen plenty of ships and all that merchants, that sort of thing. The boat with ladies' friends on it, the orcs, the the lads, the guys.
Yeah, the guys.
Guys.
Um, a ship that was not there before was a fucking massive first rate bearing the flag of Nordland. You don't know how they got it. For context, a first rate is one of the largest ships a navy can field in the age of warfare.
Oh, dear.
Mhm.
In the age of warfare, in the age of sail.
Mm-hmm.
It has like in this case 120 cannons.
That's several. That's
That's a
more than
lot.
That's
we got. I'll tell
that's
you
more
what.
cannons
Many.
that's more cannons than you have in your entire army.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
It is positioned in a way that it completely commands the bay and can lay down fire if you try to make any advance on the city. So you are able to encircle it, but you're gonna have to be clever with this one,
Mm.
which will be a problem for you next session because that's the end of the outline.
Oh my
Now,
god.
Gunter,
Oh,
I thought you were just gonna say, and that'll be a problem for you because you're all fucking dumb as hell.
And
And
that'll
I
be
was
a
just gonna
problem for you,
accept it
idiot.
because we've abused you as a DM so often.
Yeah.
Um, I will be honest, that's kind of the sentiment with this one. Good luck.
Really
oh,
You
love.
gotta
Thank you, Gunter. Gunter's like, yeah,
thank you,
yeah, you're
Gunter.
right.
I thank you for your faith.
You
It
say
means so
puzzles
much,
for
you know.
babies.
And that, I'm just saying, puzzles for babies. You're right.
I say you get puzzles for babies when you're not mean to the DM.
Damn, you're
No,
right.
that sounds
That's
great. Like,
valid.
I,
I have an idea, so I mean,
I
but
mentioned
that
there's a couple of things you guys could do to solve this problem, but yeah, it's some massive battleship that will slaughter you if you try to make an advance
like
ooh,
without.
this. My idea is very specific to Ray, so I mean,
I'm still
it'll be
kind of
fun.
hung up on our little creatures.
The creatures.
Our creatures.
Yeah, we
All
scary
right,
little creatures.
that was a lovely little session.
It was
We did
wonderful.
very
I think we
well.
So
did
much happened.
great. So much happened. We did great. Good job, everybody.
Good job, team.
I feel like
Saber
Sarah,
is
Katie,
hollering.
she is hollering so bad. Hold on. I go talk to her on stream.
Are you yes, yes. Cat on
Yes.
stream. Cat
Kitty
on stream.
feature.
Saber, Saber, come here. Come here.
Kitty
Oh,
cat. Did she leave?
she walked to, then like turned on a dime to look at Katie's room.
Oh,
Oh,
she
Oh,
wants
she
mother.
went into Katie's room. She wants her
sweet
mother.
baby.
She wants mother.
mother, mother,
That's
I
not the one.
crave violence.
Mother, I crave
Mother,
violence.
mother, why am I not allowed on the stream?
Mother. She can meow on stream if she starts meowing in there. She does it all the time.
I am
Yeah,
satisfied with how
she
this
does.
session went.
Yeah, it went great.
Yeah, no,
Good,
very good, very good.
good.
No, that was very
That was
satisfying.
fun.
You
I
guys
even
It
did
got to
great
was.
throw
work.
in. I am proud of the improvs. I seem to thrive when I do improv in this campaign for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
As a fellow DM, I heavily encourage improv. It's how you get some of your
yeah.
best material,
The
and you're great
improv
at it.
is
Never
deeply
discredit
funny.
yourself.
Very good. You're
Yeah,
doing great.
you're really good at it. So never cut yourself short.
Thank you.
If you do, we'll fucking beat you up.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'll like get in a bat and like chase you around the house.
That's moral support, I guess.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's yeah. Love yourself, or else
Love yourself, or else,
Or else.
we'll
you're,
All
fucking
right,
you're
get you
doing
up.
so
amazing, sweetie.
thank
or
you.
else.
All right. So, little announcement. We will have one more session of Journey to Midnight this month. Regularly scheduled. It'll be 2 weeks from now. You will not hear anything from Journey to Midnight for at least a month and a half after that
Yeah,
because
busy times.
I am in grad school. And not only am I in grad school, I am in the final semester of my grad school, which means
So
Woo!
we're
suffering.
in the process of planning a few one shot games to fill the time. Oh my god.
Stop reading the
And
chat while you're doing this spiel.
Oh my god.
sorry. Yeah, we are in the process of putting together a couple of one shot games to fill the time. So we will be streaming every other Saturday. Until then, it just won't be Journey to Midnight.
It'll be something, all right, but it sadly won't be Journey to Midnight, but it'll be something.
I think we're planning at least one more night shift session.
I would love to do another night shift. I hope everyone enjoyed that one.
Oh yeah,
That
it
was
was
really
great.
fun.
I will try to make it where they do not have to you don't have to listen to one to completely get the other, but you'll still get treats if you've listened to both. I'd love to eventually
Sure.
maybe do a Lancer tester session.
Hell yeah.
Which I'm
Ooh.
really excited, but
I
I want to make sure
I
Gunter
would
can
be
play.
I would probably be down to play.
Okay.
Maybe. I will have.
Yeah.
I will see.
Okay, just let me know. You already got your
Like
character for it.
relaxation would be nice, but I will see where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you want to do, just let me know. I'm
Eat.
flexible. I like being the backup DM. It's enjoyable for me.
Back up.
Yeah. So yeah. If you haven't done so already, do us a favor, hit that follow button here on our Twitch. Um, then check out the links in our Abouts page. We have our Twitter and our Tumblr, which we use to communicate when and what we're going to be streaming. So even if we hadn't made that announcement here on our Twitch, you would have noticed it on Twitter or Tumblr. Also go follow us on TikTok. We're very funny on TikTok.
We're very funny on
There's
TikTok.
several
We're
very
so
funny
funny
videos
on
on
there.
TikTok.
We're
Hopefully it
we're
doesn't get
so funny on
banned.
TikTok. I
Nah,
don't
we're
think it'd
immune.
get.
Manifesting it.
I,
No one can kill
I don't.
us.
I don't think
Damn.
it would get completely banned in the U.S. Um, but I'm putting that energy out there. Anyway,
Putting
uh,
that in there.
go follow us there. Go to our YouTube channel. But everything that we do here on our Twitch eventually ends up on the YouTube channel. Um, so we've everything that means our Final Fantasy Fridays, our Saturday faves, and even our podcast Till Death Do Us Snart is also up on the YouTube channel. It's also anywhere you get your podcasts. Till Death Do Us Snart, for those of you who don't know, is the podcast Sarah, Alina, and I do together. That is our Naruto character analysis and lifestyle podcast.
Lifestyle
podcast.
podcast.
You don't have to have watched Naruto to find it funny.
In
Just
fact, it's
ask
better that way.
basically In fact, it's probably better that
It
way.
is so much
way better
funnier
that
when
way.
you
Most of
don't
the
know
group-
anything about Naruto and then you listen to it.
Trust me, it's funnier that way.
Heck yeah. So go check that out. Go check out our Saturday faves. Go check out our Among Us and our Jackbox stream that we did recently for our anniversary and to celebrate 25 followers. And am I missing anything?
I don't
I
think
think
so.
so.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Oh, all right. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe out there. We love you. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
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 Bye.